us break down this mystery. Grab a seat, we guarantee you're in wonderful company, unraveling these mysteries with Mr. and Mrs. E. Mr. and Mrs. E.
Launch sequence activated. Prepare for light speed.
Keeping the missing relevant with Mr. E, Mrs. E. Let's not forget the sweet and E, and of course the best grand E, unraveling these mysteries. Stay a while and share your thoughts. Help us break down this mystery. Grab a seat, we guarantee you're in wonderful company, unraveling these mysteries with Mr. and Mrs. E.
Auntie, is that you? Yes. Bring in the crime dogs. It's time.
Unraveling these mysteries. Stay a while and share your thoughts. Help us break down this mystery. Grab a seat, we guarantee you're in wonderful company, unraveling these mysteries with Mr. and Mrs. E. Unraveling these mysteries with Mr. and Mrs. E.
Welcome into the Mr. E Crimecast, everyone. I am Mr. E. I am joined, of course, by Mrs. E and our guest live in studio, Auntie.
I'm
Hello,
here.
everybody. She is here.
Yeah, we're sharing a microphone. Sorry if it's got weird audio tonight, guys.
So I didn't get to have the sign behind me, or barely, just a little sliver of it, of the little sign. Well, yeah. So we've got Aunt E just got into town with my mother-in-law. They're going to be here for a little bit. So this will be good.
Well, we tried to get Granny to come in, but
Yeah, I looked over just a couple minutes ago. I was like, "Are you going to cam up, Granny?" And she gave me the look that indicated no, she is not going
said,
to be.
I don't have a mic.
that's what she said. I'll order her one if she'll get on. If she'll get on here,
I
I'll
was like,
order
the people want it. They've said they want her on camera. So
one. Yes, Deanna. Aunt E is in Tennessee,
yes. So
which I don't like sharing a mic, so I may have to order a new one. It's gonna bother me.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we tried to figure out a better way to do that, but is that working okay so far for you two?
Yeah, I mean, how do I sound out there?
I can hear it fine, even when you're not leaning into the mic. Say something right now. Let me just see how
Okay,
it.
check one, check two.
Check one.
Yeah, even that's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that'll work pretty well.
Good.
But hey, welcome in everybody. We've already got 200 people in here. That's crazy, because we're a flash mob of like you just don't know when we're going live. We've been trying to go for days, and we just never. There's just so much going on for us that keeps coming up. But thank you so much for being here. Dreaming of blue skies and sandy beaches, one of our mods, of course. Thank you for being here, PJ. I just saw you come in too. Thank you very much. And it sounds like the sound is working so far. So.
Good.
We weren't sure if we would be able to do it this way or not. BJ Boop, Roxy R, Brenda Sue, Opal, Suzanne, Casey, Cece. Good to see you all here. So how?
Do you hear it?
What?
The weirdness?
A little bit of a delay.
I don't know.
It's like my voice is dragging.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, he sounds weird to me.
Oh.
I don't know. Anyway,
Oh, maybe.
it'll be okay. If they're okay with it, I'll be okay with it. Uh-oh, we've got multiple crime dogs trying to get up here.
It is a crowded house right now. So we've got we've got, of course, we're a family of 5 anyway, and then we've got an extra dog, and they do a lot of barking that first day when they're around each other.
We got
So
Brownie.
that won't surprise me if we hear the dogs a little later on.
Yeah.
Well, Casey, thank you for becoming a new member. We appreciate that. And PJ just gifted a membership as well. So thank you for doing that too. So we anything you want to talk about
Yes.
before we get into stuff?
Thank you, PJ. That was very sweet.
Yes, thank you
and
very
thank
much.
you, Casey, for becoming a new member. That's awesome. Let's see.
Good to see you, Tennessee nurse. And
You're not late. We didn't even know we were going live a half hour ago.
we just started.
Aunt E drove a long drive and then said she was up for going ahead and going live.
Yeah, and that's why I look this way. So please excuse me.
You don't look nearly as tan here.
It's the lighting.
Yeah.
Oh,
we didn't. Our light. Yeah, our lighting's
forgot.
all messed up.
We'll
I'll work on
we'll
that.
improve this for
You
all of us.
say hello to everybody, and I'll work on it.
Hello, Gigi and Ilva Bjarnson, Elva, I guess. Michelle Reed, Brenda
Oh, yeah, that
Sue,
was better.
Roxy R, Hope Floats, Michael Johnson. She ran Calling Wildfire. Yeah, everybody says the sound is fine, I think.
Good.
Okay, well,
Good.
Ocean Joy. So
I don't say
yeah,
a
we got-
lot anyway. So
yeah, see that's
Lady-
better with the lighting, right?
Lady
Auntie?
Freedom's Law Narrative. Or what am I saying? I can't even speak. Lady Freedom's Raw Narratives. Welcome.
Very good.
Irony Rose, Roxy.
Grammy H, we are a dog friendly chat.
So we are going to try to complete, I think, the end of this the filing. That is the goal, to get through this.
Thank you, Angel Wings.
And yes, thank you very much, Angel Wings. We appreciate it. Before we get into it, though, I had noticed there were some people in the comments from the last time. They were like, I don't really understand what's going on here. And so I had said, well, you know what, I'll just try to do kind of a brief recap of how this all got to this place and why we're even really talking about it at all. So last time, of course, we talked about the new filing and motion that had been approved by the courts there in Pennsylvania. And this all started At the end of 2024, At Night, Seth Rogers, Tony Mathis, Dog the Bounty Hunter, Bullhorn Betty, and a variety of other YouTubers and folks all kind of associated and covering the case of the disappearance of Sebastian Rogers all filed or originally they sent a cease and desist letter to a variety of social media influencers, asking them to stop essentially with harassment and defamation and things of that nature that they were doing that was hurting their ability to investigate and search for and find answers for Sebastian's disappearance. That was ignored. And then they filed a preliminary injunction. And in that we read that entire document too. It alleges essentially a conspiracy. It was a preliminary injunction for a potential civil RICO lawsuit, and essentially alleging a network of individuals working together to defame, harass, commit fraud through fundraising and things of that nature. All these different allegations. It was I think 300 pages or so of different incidents, and it had 50 does listed plus Barbecue Lady and Granny's Watching, who reside in Pennsylvania. And we're assuming, I don't know how the other does get addressed eventually. I don't know how that's all going to work, but many of them are unnamed. We just kind of have guesses at this point who most of them might be. So that preliminary injunction was filed. Barbecue Lady filed her response. We read that here also, and her defense to it, which was just essentially, no, we haven't been defaming. And so it kind of sat in the courts for a while. It didn't have a judge assigned to it for a long time. And then the defense filed a anti-SLAPP motion, and that was heard a little over a month ago. And the anti-SLAPP is basically the idea that it's a way to defend yourself against what you view as a frivolous lawsuit. So if somebody's, it's really the intent of those was the example I've given before. Is when a restaurant, a big mega corporation restaurant, would take someone that left a negative Yelp review, call that defamation, and take them to court for years. Even when they would lose that defamation suit, the person defending themselves couldn't even recoup their lawyer fees that they had to put up. They could get back like $10,000, at least in Tennessee. That's the way it was. And so they passed the anti-SLAPP, and so that you could recoup at least your damages plus extra. And that varies from state to state. About 30 or so states have these laws now. So anyway, they filed that. That hearing happened a little over a month ago. That decision still has not been reached by the judge. So that's kind of hanging out there. And don't know when that, I don't have no idea how long that may be before that decision's made. And then last week, the plaintiffs filed a motion for this. Let's see what this is technically called here. My apologies. I want to make sure I get it right. Oh, it might be the stack.
I have a document pulled up. You need to put it up.
An amended emergency motion for protective order and to enjoin unauthorized recording, broadcasting, and doxing. And basically the reason the emergency motion was filed is because when they had that hearing, they alleged that pictures were taken, live updates, streaming, things of that nature.
What page were we on?
When we start this again, we will be on page 49.
Just getting it ready.
So this was filed, and then the courts approved it, and that means that at some point there will be a hearing, a date set, and all indications from people we've talked to are that it would likely be sometime over the next couple of weeks. Could be beginning of this week for all I know, maybe a little bit later. And that should be heard. So we've been going through this. The last bit, what it seems like they're trying to lay out are the patterns of behavior. If you kind of wanted to summarize it, that these individuals have been working together. That even from one case to another, because they give some examples of the Riley Strain disappearance that happened around the same time that Sebastian's happened, where, the PI and UA Crimson and all these people were kind of amplifying each other, working together, coordinating, and that's such. So that looks like that's part of what they're laying out here. It's a huge filing and a lot of exhibits. My understanding is that if you printed it all, it would be somewhere around 200,000 pages, counting the exhibits, because I guess you're taking these live streams and every word is transcribed. And so it's a massive filing. And we are at the halfway point here. Anything you want to address before I jump into this?
No,
At
not
all?
really. Not really.
No?
I'm ready to roll.
All right.
Well, she's got to be tired. She's
Yeah.
driven for
I
a
know.
million hours.
Yeah, and I would love to know how many hours they had to put into this.
Ha, no
This-
kidding.
I mean, I just don't
Talking
even
to the
know.
mic.
Sorry.
Yeah,
No, I can still hear. I can still hear.
it bugs me.
Are you not able to hear her, you think?
I can hear her. It just bugs me.
But I saw Bullhorn Betty's in here. Hello, Bullhorn Betty. Thanks for dropping in. Good to see you all as always. And
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you, Grammy
Aunt-
H for middle E. I appreciate
Auntie
that.
is actually in the house.
She's literally in the house.
Literally, yes.
And Gran E, not to be confused.
She'll be joining us a little later.
Good luck with that.
There's like
Yeah.
5 pictures of her anywhere that exist. Like this,
What she said.
She's in there. She goes, ha ha ha. That's funny. Yeah, I can hear her in the other room.
Yeah. Now she might talk. If we just gave her an avatar, she might would talk. I know there's no way she'll come on camera.
No.
That would be, we could do that. Or I think we might be able to convince her into that one day. Well, she didn't
Maybe.
completely shoot me down just now, so maybe. Let's see. So let's. So this one person says, if this latest filing doesn't show how frivolous the plaintiff's lawsuits are, then there is no hope. Well, let's see. So that's there's kind of 3 ways all of this can go, right? So it can go, the plaintiffs win, and then they get some form of relief, right? They could lose, and the judge says, this is not really worthy of me giving you any type of relief. Everybody go home. Or it could be, you know what, this request is so egregious, so frivolous that I'm going to allow the anti-SLAPP to go forward. I think that last option is probably the least likely myself, because I don't know how you can call death threats frivolous. If you can't take someone to court and ask for protective relief when you're getting verified death threats, then why do you even have even the notion of protective orders anymore? And here's the other part of it that they're going to have difficulty with, I think, with that anti-SLAPP. Part of the anti-SLAPP thing is people do it to bankrupt you, right? To as a money grab, a cash grab, and they weren't asking for money. That's going to be part of the problem. They were asking for relief, and so I kind of had forgotten what all this was. So I went back and looked. This all started because they sent the cease and desist, the preliminary injunctions, and this is what they were asking for. And I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to give you the kind of cliff notes of these 7. There was really just 7 things they wanted. They wanted the defendants to stop sharing private messages of theirs. So like tapping, recorded phone calls, things like that. They did not want them to fundraise for future litigation against the plaintiffs. Basically not to use that as a pretext to fraudulently raise money for lawsuits that were never going to happen, right? Since they would be settling, essentially. Defamation. Don't defame the plaintiffs. They were asking for that to stop. They were asking for to remove any defamation and videos that were out there at that time. They wanted to be recouped of any legal fees that they had incurred for any of the filings they had to do. And then to ask their followers to not defame in the future, to publicly make some kind of statement of that nature. And also to to not share private information.
Do you want to address that one? Just
It's approved, so you're mistaken. If we've verified this with people with degrees in law, the proper terminology is approved. If you don't, I know that this is a distraction that the defendants are trying to do to distract, because they don't really want us to read their own words, right? Because it's kind of indefensible. Once you get into this, it's really kind of hard to defend these actions. So they try to distract with things like this that don't really matter. But we've had people with law degrees that have verified that approved is the appropriate word, that courts approve and judges grant is how it's been explained to us. That's just all it is. So I know that that's a popular talking point that people have been programmed to parrot back to us, but it's just not accurate, at least not according to people that have studied law. Is that it? Pretty much address that?
Much.
But we'll see. It doesn't really matter. It's on the docket, which is what we said.
Well,
We explained it.
It seems that this touches a nerve for some people, and there are some people that we would consider trolls. So I'm, just so that our mods understand where we're on this, is we don't tolerate rude comments at all. You get one shot to be kind to us in here, and if you're not kind, you get blocked. It's okay to have a different opinion as long as you're respectful with it. But as soon as you start throwing out hateful words to people in our chat or to us, you get blocked. So feel free, mods. I don't care.
If it's close, go ahead and just bounce them.
If it's questionable, get rid of them. We don't need it.
There's people that are saying that we have lied about different things. The nice thing is I don't even have to address it. You can just go back and watch the last live, and you can see for yourself exactly what we said.
Right.
Opinionated said, I'm not a lawyer, but I play one on YouTube.
I mean, I have no idea. That we had two sources before we went live, and that was the language they used. Contacted us and said, hey, the filing's been approved. We're like, okay. And two separate sources that would know. And then we had Kim, who has a degree in law, that was on our chat the night we were here and talking about it. And she confirmed, she said, yeah, actually the way you phrased that thumbnail is precisely accurate to the language that is used. And she said the courts approve and judges grant. So that's I mean, I don't know. I'm not an attorney, but I have to just defer to people that know better than I do. Mm-hmm. I know they think it's not real. Mm-hmm. Is what Brenda says. See, that's been kind of the refrain that they've used all along. They've been calling everything fake. And I think they know in a way that it's not. That the intelligence agency, it's all fake. That everybody's fake. Dog bounty hunter's fake. The lawsuit's fake. Nothing's going to happen. Everything's dead in the water, and yet they have to fundraise and ask for money to defend against it. So, but it's almost like they become victims of their own propaganda, They almost believe their lies they were telling,
That's funny.
Yeah. The hate channels would disagree if you said the sun was yellow. I mean, it's kind of where it is, there was one comment in the last live, I swear, because this approved thing was obviously something that people were hammering home somewhere. And because we kept getting the comment, and I explained, well, no, this is the appropriate word. It's been approved, which means it's going to be a date is going to be set. It'll be on the docket and whatever. And they said, no, that's not what it means. It means it's been accepted. It's only been approved to be set at a future. Like they literally used the same word approved right back at me. I'm like, do you realize we're saying the exact same thing? Before life and after life says that's very interesting because neither the plaintiff or defendant had mentioned that it was approved. It's interesting that you would know that before them.
That's not what we said.
I don't think I said that. I just said we had two sources messages before we went live.
Right.
That use that language.
And we had an attorney in our chat that confirmed that is the proper language.
No, she's not an attorney.
Well,
she's
has a law degree.
Yes, yeah, has a law degree though. But yeah.
So I don't understand.
Brianna, I think that you've said it right. Accepted is approved.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
granted would be the word you're looking for if the judge decides to grant it. That's a different thing.
Right.
But see,
after hearing the case.
But these are you're probably listening to the same people that told you that the cease and desist was a bluff, and then that the preliminary injunction was a bluff, and that nothing would ever happen. And now there's going to be another hearing. Is it all fake, or is it all going forward? Do they need money, or do they not need money? But anyway, so let's see how frivolous this all is. I haven't even read this, so I have no idea what we're about to.
We don't know what's going to happen. We're just reading about it, and we find it very interesting.
I just think the idea that anybody's going to declare it frivolous is not likely. The defense might win. Because like I said, once you get in front of a judge, you just don't know what's going to happen and who's going to have the better attorneys, defense, make the best arguments, whatever. Just the way the judge views the law. Frivolous is just going to be they're hard to win anyway. These anti-slaps. So I just think it's very unlikely out of those three possible outcomes.
Before you go forward, I did want to say something. I saw Graham gave us a plug.
Oh, thank you. Please follow
Thank
us
you
on
very
TikTok.
much. Thank you, Graham. Appreciate
Yes,
that.
we're trying to do TikTok. We don't really understand it.
Yeah,
So we're going to try. Well, we didn't realize how hard it was going to be to do the daily. This day in crime history, true crime history. It's a little harder than we thought. So we'll have to batch those and do those, a week early or something before we can start doing those regularly.
But
And
let
a
me,
big thank you to Hey Jude for the super
Aw.
chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Jude.
Hey
Oh,
Jude.
and look, Sharon Marlowe.
can I tell you something about Sharon Marlowe? Every time I post on X, she posts a Sebastian flyer right in the comment section, like almost
I
every
love
time
it.
I post everything. And that's wonderful that you do that. And that's a great way to spread the awareness. If I make any post relating to Sebastian at all, she's right there putting that flyer up there so that it accompanies
She's awesome.
the topic. So, and thank you, Sharon says, evil hates being exposed. Blessings, everyone.
Oh,
Thank you.
Here's another part of the frivolous thing. So like asking people not to share private information, to stop defaming them, to ask their followers not to defame, is that really just a frivolous ask? Is that crazy to ask of someone? And to go through a process, this is the third step to try to get that to stop. And you've got now 200,000 pages of exhibits, most of which have happened after that cease and desist was initially mailed out. They've really just kind of proven the case that it's necessary, that you can't wait for a lawsuit, that you almost need the emergency relief now because nobody has any intention of stopping on their own. And that's anyway, they might win. I just don't see the anti-slap going anywhere, but we'll see. I don't know.
I have good news for you. Bullhorn Betty says she's been doing it for years, the TikTok, and she doesn't understand it either. So it's not just us. And then hello, Cognizance and Crime, Astrology for Mystics. We have some more people joining us. And again, thank you to Sharon Marlowe and Hey Jude. That was very sweet of you both. Sorry, I feel weird, like I need to be up on the microphone.
hello.
Right. No, but we can hear you guys fine. It's
Okay,
good, I
good.
think.
I know. I just feel weird.
Yeah,
Just feel
so-
weird. All right, go ahead and get
Yeah.
started because you got 50 more pages to go?
Yes, yeah. So let me take a quick drink.
Wait,
of
you
water.
have more than because some of them are the signature pages, so we don't have to do that many.
Yeah, some of this we won't have to read. Some of it we won't. So where we are, if you were kind of following along with us before, can we pull up the pages?
Yeah.
We are at number 174. A lot of this ends up being chronological in time. Sometimes they group it by the topic or the per individual, and then sometimes they kind of go timeline. It's definitely better organized than the first time we read this, and a lot of it was kind of consolidated, which is crazy. Consolidating 200,000 pages, but so 174 reads, on January 17th, 2025, social media posts accused the plaintiffs of forgery, blackmail, and document tampering. These posts included speculative commentary about legal counsel and motivations. On January 17th, Barbecue Lady, I got this mixed up. True, that one's Barbecue Lady, right?
Mhm.
Barbecue Lady posted on X using confrontational rhetoric and referencing legal consequences in connection with the plaintiffs. January 17th and 20th, social media posts included allegations of document manipulation, references to YouTubers raising concerns about the case, and inflammatory commentary regarding the plaintiff, Seth Rogers. Yeah, that's one of those accusations that's happened a lot, like forgery and altering documents and stuff like that.
Manipulation, yeah.
Can you pause for just a second?
Sure.
Ginger for Ob says the E family is integrity and integrity and truth, but unfortunately, some are allergic to the concept.
Well,
Thank you,
Ginger.
thank you,
Ginger
Ginger.
for
That's so sweet. We
Um,
appreciate you.
Yes, thank you so
And
much.
then we had some more friends come in, Cajun and Karen S. And just saying hello. Art Taylor, all kinds of friends. So-
Yeah, getting busy in
and
here.
Grammy H and you have something in
I
common.
know. I had already messaged her that I love TikTok shop. Yeah, I just bought luggage.
That's where you got my ice maker.
We got her an ice maker. I'm buying little stuff all the time. This great thing to inflate my tires is awesome to keep in the car. We're just TikToking it up.
You're so funny. Okay, go on. Sorry,
Oh, that's okay.
we haven't seen each other in person since Christmas. So.
Let's see. So we're at 177, January 18th and 19th. Social media posts discuss the Sebastian Rogers case, investigative methods and narratives suggesting inappropriate conduct by the plaintiffs or their affiliates. Barbecue Lady posted on X claiming to have additional evidence and engaging in mockery. January 18th, Barbecue. Yes.
Oh, nothing. I'm just. People think they can come in and be mean and get to stay. It's just funny. I'm laughing. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm just trying to get to it.
That's funny.
It's amusing to me, actually.
Where did it go? Did my awesome mods already get it?
There, that one.
Go ahead and get it.
Oh, it's already been gone.
Oh, okay.
It's already been done.
It's like a competition to see who's the quickest
Oh, you
gunslinger
guys are
there.
quick
Yeah.
on the draw.
You know. Yeah, you should do like a little tally who has the most at the end. You know.
We'll give a prize to the mod who blocks the most people.
You know, like World War II, they'd have like the little stripes on the side of the planes, you know.
Karen got it exactly right.
Whack a troll. There you go.
Yeah.
Have fun out there, everybody. They come in when we're over the target.
Well, Ginger, if you want to be a mod, I trust you. I can change that. I can make you a mod right now if you want it.
Whack-a-mole. Yeah, that's what reminds me of whack.
So Barbecue Lady posted on X claiming to have additional evidence, and all we're doing is reading the documents.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's really kind of.
Yeah, I mean, reading a court
We're just
document.
literally reading court documents, you know, and you'd think, we're just kind of trying to explain what the allegations are. We don't know. We don't have anything to do with this. That's what's really funny.
Yeah, we have no skin in this game. We're just innocent
we're just-
bystanders.
we're just the messengers, you
Yeah.
know. We're just trying to understand it like everybody else.
It's fascinating to me because it has to do with all these people that we know, we
Yeah.
know of or have watched or have been fans of, or
Yeah.
it's fascinating. That's what it is for me. We don't have skin in the game. Whatever happens, happens.
Right.
Let's see. So Barbecue Lady posted on X criticizing plaintiff Seth Rogers and encouraging others to confront him during a live panel. Barbecue said, "Wow, does Seth have a soul to condone anyone talking about the mother of his child like this?" She added, "Y'all feel froggy. Why don't you hop in a box on Queen Bee's panel?" Okay. Then on January 18th, Barbecue posted on X attacking the plaintiffs, discussing legal matters and claiming to be a victim of defamation. On the 19th, users on X discussed blocking individuals, the Sebastian Rogers case, and alleged interference in investigations. Doe UA Crimson Tide and defendant Doe White Boy Radio posted on X engaging in public shaming and harassment. On the 19th, Barbecue Lady posted on X denying allegations of threats or harassment and questioning the inclusion of Bruce Castor in filings. She stated, "Why would NH share BC email? How could NH not know that it could get BC in trouble?" She added, "No, Hong, we don't condone threats to anyone. Also, I don't condone lying and saying people are threatening them when they aren't." Okay. And then on the 19th, Cromaland posted a violent threat directed at plaintiff Hong Ji. The user stated, "I will shoot you in the face worse than your own government, Hong."
Yeah, somebody mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
That nobody was threatened. That was one of the threats. I saw that in real time on X. I remember seeing that.
Yeah. I mean, we know there's others, but that's the one that at least the public cannot deny happened, even though actually they will deny that happened. But it doesn't. There's no ambiguity or veiled threat there.
Right.
No.
I mean,
Brianna's world's got it right. Exactly.
No, that's yes.
I mean, so whenever anybody passes along that falsehood, you've got an example there. That would be number 184 if anybody's ever curious. And of course, they supply the exhibit 179. And I know just from the little bit of talking to Seth, that's the kind of stuff that bothers him the most about all of this is when people scare off people that are trying to help. He doesn't care quite as much about the attacks on him. It's the attacks on people, the volunteers, the searchers, the investigators. He doesn't want people to run off because they're in fear of their lives. That's why it's hard for me to imagine a judge reading that statement and thinking this is frivolous,
Mm-hmm.
At least a request, whether or not she grants it or not, who knows? On January 20th, SF Investigates emailed attorneys Bruce Castor and Joseph Lesniak regarding errors in court filings and address issues in the matter of AtNight Media LLC versus Barbecue Lady. Fisher stated, although I received an electronic copy of the answers and responses you filed, my address on the service list remains incorrect. On January 20th, multiple defendants, including Rorschach's Dog, Barbecue Lady, SF Investigates, and Trailing Truth, posted on X mocking and discrediting AtNight Media LLC with exaggerated claims. On January 20th, plaintiff Hong Ji and defendant Doe UA Crimson Tide exchanged posts on X, with Doe responding dismissively. On the 20th and 21st, Doe Cluminati and Doe J for Justice podcast posted on X accusing plaintiff Seth Rogers of manipulating a Lore Lodge chat. January 20th and 21st, defendant Barbecue Lady posted on X denying involvement in threats or a gun GoFundMe campaign while addressing legal interactions. Okay. Sorry, I'm reading some of this for the first time too. Sometimes I have to take a second to comprehend what they're trying to get at. On January 21st, proposed defendant SF Investigates posted on X criticizing plaintiff's legal filings and alleged verification errors. On the 21st of January, Rorschach's Dog and Trailing Truth posted on X alleging that plaintiff Jules the dog handler unlawfully accessed military records and disclosed them to plaintiff Seth Rogers.
What number are you on?
191.
Oh, you're way ahead.
I'm ahead. Sorry.
You started reading and kept going, didn't you?
Yes.
And see, a lot of these things I've not heard. I don't know what that is.
Oh, Real Me Too says, Auntie, I'm so happy you made it safely. Can't wait to meet you.
I'm excited.
Real Me Too, I need you to text me what the plan is.
Yeah. So Sharon Marlowe says that got sent to the FBI on X.
The Hong threat. Yes, I think it did.
But does anything happen when
I don't know.
Is there ever a consequence for this kind of stuff at all? Or
That's the problem.
Not when the government's
no.
involved.
I know. I mean, I'm not sure there is. They probably got a phone call and that's probably the end of it, right? On January 21st, a user identified as CEO of West Coast Softball Club posted a threatening message on X directed at plaintiff Hong Ji, which was flagged by another user. The user stated, I thought you were scared, Chong. Enjoy the days you have left. LOL, dumb F. Another user responded, is this a threat to Hong at night? On January, and this is all just in a few days. All of this is just in a few days. like it's like 3 days we're going through.
Read that.
Old Smoky, I must be living underground. I'm 46 years old. I never heard such vile garbage spewing out of these ladies' mouths. It is something else, isn't it?
It's shocking. Yeah.
You also got to think too. The judge is going to read this, and I don't know. Proposed defendant SF Investigates posted on X accusing Seth Rogers and his representatives of manipulating the narrative in the Sebastian Rogers case. SF stated, instead, the show's host, along with Sebastian's own father and his representatives, are now working furiously to reshape the narrative. Mrs. E, are we okay?
Yeah, I'm just, you know how it goes. Anytime we go live, people start to message me. They don't message me all day long.
I know. Well, they know we're here.
Luckily, one of the people that messages me is sitting next to me, can just hit me in the shoulder if she needs to reach me.
So
Yes.
Tennessee Nurse says, so by them accusing Jules of sharing those records and being upset over it tells me that what's been said about CP's military shenanigans could be true. Otherwise, they wouldn't be mad.
That's a good point.
See, I don't know this story, I don't think. Do you know what story?
I don't know this. I've heard rumors, but we don't talk
Like,
about
I don't
rumors.
know this whole event or anything at all. This is the first.
Which one are you on? 194?
190. Yeah.
Turn your ringer off so that you stop
that
getting
mine?
That's
texts.
something.
I'm talking to him.
Okay.
194?
Yeah. Did I go out of order?
No, there's. I guess I don't remember that. I'm trying to remember when that was.
I just don't remember the incident of her sharing records or something. Maybe I just never heard that.
Gotcha.
Hi, Bliss Blessings. Welcome. And GTO guy.
Yeah, welcome in, everybody.
GTO guy says we can't elbow each other.
Okay. I'll try not to.
On January 21st, SF Investigates posted on X accusing plaintiff Seth Rogers and his representatives of manipulating the narrative in the Sebastian Rogers case. He stated, instead, the show's host, along with Sebastian's own father and his representatives, are now, okay, I already read that, are now working furiously to reshape the narrative. On the 21st, SF posted on X accusing plaintiff Seth Rogers of being a child molester. I feel like we read that already, but maybe that's from the last time. Yeah, when somebody accuses you of that, like that last one I just read,
Right.
you don't have a right to, at least, would it be frivolous to try to accuse someone of defamation? Maybe you don't win or not, but frivolous, I don't think you could call that frivolous.
No, I don't think so.
On January 21st, Barbecue Lady and Vern Gilbert reposted tweets on
Oh.
X accusing plaintiff Seth Rogers of emotional abuse and financial issues, while Doe J for Justice criticized AtNight Media.
Mohawk Mom says she recalls
TIR? What does that stand for? TIR. What does TIR
we
stand
should
for?
know this, but we don't.
I don't know that lingo.
TIR.
But Chris did mention court-martial on Alive. Oh, he mentioned that he had been court-martialed?
Which would probably make people look into it, right? And yes, Pete,
the interview room. Thank you. Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I remember this. So I thought we were talking about Chris and Chris Proudfoot.
McDonough.
Yeah, he did say that.
That's right.
He said he had somebody as a source that was indicating that. Yeah. And he was trying to pin that down, and I don't know if he ever did, but he did talk about that.
And Pete says that we're lined up like the Brady Bunch. We sure are. We sure are.
Let's see. So on January 22nd, Rorschach's Dog and Spilled Tea Department posted on X alleging misrepresentation and stolen valor by plaintiff Jules the dog handler, while proposed defendant SF Investigates criticized a YouTube channel. On January 22nd, SF posted on X repeating claims that a YouTube channel defended pedophilia, which was reposted by defendant aligned Doe Queen Bee. Proposed defendant Fisher posted on X accusing individuals of spreading misinformation and reiterating his prior claim that a YouTube channel supported pedos. And I'm going to guess that's not true either. Because, so between January 22nd and 23rd, Barbecue Lady posted on X supporting proposed defendant SF's investigative claims and criticizing plaintiffs Seth Rogers and his legal counsel. Barbecue stated, "I love this. Thank you to whoever offered this equipment. Thank you, SF, for being boots on the ground." She added, "Imagine being a lawyer defending that S. I could never, ever defend those actions." On January 22nd, SF posted on X mocking individuals, including plaintiff Hong Ji, while accusing a YouTube channel of defending pedophilia. Defendant Aligned Doe White Boy Radio reposted the claims. On the 23rd, Rorschach's Dog posted content on X promoting conspiracy theories, attacking the plaintiff's counsel, and referencing unrelated investigations. Between the 23rd and 24th of January, SF posted on X accusing a user tied to plaintiff Seth Rogers of promoting CSAM content while noting it was not underage material. I don't know what that stands for either. Probably something. I'm not sure what that stands for. On January 23rd, proposed defendant SF investigates posted on X alleging plaintiff Seth Rogers leaked CPS reports and claimed publicly available photos of Sebastian Rogers showed signs of abuse. Man, this is all on the 23rd. It's a lot.
When you get to a stopping point, let me know. Are you at a stopping point?
Yeah, we can.
Well, our Taylor wanted to give us an update on our son. Latest update on my son: no cancer. Still have follow-ups with kidney specialist on upcoming 2nd of April in hospital, and as well follow up with a neurologist specialist when we then we will see what is next.
That's awesome.
Great.
That is amazing.
And we'll keep our Taylor in our Taylor son in our prayers. And if you guys wouldn't mind to put some prayer hands in chat to show our Taylor our support, I would appreciate it.
Yes, then that's great. That's great news.
Great news.
Hope the follow-ups are just as good. So that's great.
So let's all keep our Taylor son in our prayers.
Yeah,
please.
definitely.
And also, I'm not sure if we'll hit 700. I know you've downgraded our likes for the machete party, but we only have 460 people in chat. So
yeah, people will come and go. We'll get the 700.
How many do you want?
Yeah, we'll do 700.
You still want 700?
Yeah, we'll do 700.
Okay, you better start passing this live stream to your friends and getting them to come over because I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah. I guess is Seth in here?
Hey,
Did
Seth.
he come in? Somebody was saying hello to him, I think. Well, welcome in, Seth. Hope you're doing great. I think we're on 204. So Barbecue Lady posted on X referencing video evidence in a missing persons case, criticizing Tony Mathis, accusing 6 plaintiffs of defamation. Rorschach's dog posted on X accusing Jules the dog handler of falsifying military credentials using hashtags such as hashtag Canine Julia and hashtag Canine Fraud. Between January 24th and 25th, defendant Aligned Doe UA Crimson Tide posted on X mocking plaintiff's claims and referencing audio recordings while targeting individuals associated with the case. Between January 20th and 24th, Queen Bee posted on X to amplify proposed defendant Fisher's content targeting plaintiff Sebastian Rogers and mocking his family. On the 24th, Doe J for Justice posted on X amplifying content from Doe JLR investigates, accusing plaintiff Seth Rogers of avoiding a legal service. Defendant Aligned Doe UA Crimson Tide also posted an audio recording referencing additional disclosures. Between January 23rd and 24th, proposed defendant SF investigates posted on X linking plaintiff Seth Rogers to CSAM related content and promoted a YouTube video about Sebastian Rogers. So somebody in the chat was saying, I guess that relates to underage materials of some kind. I don't remember them doing that. I didn't read that, I guess. But certainly would fall under the defamatory, not so frivolous accusation to make of someone, right?
Oh, yeah, there's Seth. People were like, I don't see him.
There he is.
Mm-hmm.
On the 24th, defendant Barbecue Lady posted on X denying allegations of defamation, threats, and incitement and mocking plaintiff's legal arguments. On January 25th, defendant Aligned Doe, Rorschach's dog, posted on X publicly sharing an FBI tip confirmation screenshot suggesting law enforcement involvement in the case. We don't know who this Rorschach's dog is, do we? Is it just an anonymous X person, I guess?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know who they are.
I don't
even remember seeing posts from them. So
yeah, that's not one I knew other than this filing. Anyway, defendant Aligned Doe, Rorschach's dog, posted on X accusing the plaintiffs and AtNight Media of fraud, infiltration, and manipulation of investigations. Between the 25th and 26th, defendant Aligned Doe, Rorschach's dog, and defendant Aligned Doe, UA Crimson Tide, posted on X discussing infiltration of AtNight Media LLC and posting cryptic content. Between the 25th and 26th of January, an email from the law office of Joseph Lesniak was forwarded to plaintiff Nick the Hat referencing accusations of forgery and fraud. That's just been an ongoing theme, the forgery and fraud stuff, the accusations on forgery. On January 27th, look in the mirror and defendant aligned Doe Rorschach's dog posted on X discussing law enforcement's alleged inaction regarding plaintiff Nick the Hat, suggesting FBI involvement due to jurisdictional issues. On January 27th, defendant aligned Doe Rorschach's dog and proposed defendant SF investigates posted on X accusing plaintiff Nick the Hat and others of manipulating evidence and submitting rejected court filings through unauthorized access to AtNight Media LLC systems. On January 27th, defendant aligned Doe Rorschach's dog and associated accounts posted on X mocking AtNight Media LLC's cybersecurity, claiming insider knowledge of their operations. Okay. On January 27th, proposed defendant SF investigates posted on X alleging that plaintiffs submitted 10 fraudulent court filings that were rejected by the court. I mean, a lot of these things, the thing about a lot of these is provable. They either happened or they didn't happen. Like the forgeries, the fraudulent filings.
Yeah.
Jules, the dog handler, either she has the credentials or she doesn't.
Right.
I mean, these are things that are provable or they're not. So if they're false,
then it'll come out.
Yeah. It's like the example I always give on the defamation stuff. Like some things are opinions. Some things are just fact. Like if you come out and you say that you accuse someone of being a felon and it's an easy thing to research. That's the kind of thing you could get defamation over.
Right.
Because you have an easy ability to know whether or not someone is a felon,
That's a good point.
It's strange us all being in the same room doing the show, isn't
I
it?
know.
It's a little weird.
I'm kind of
strange.
looking over Auntie's head to look at your eyes when you're talking to me.
But anyway, so a lot of these things either happened or they didn't happen. And
they're easily provable, like you said.
Yeah, some of them might be a little harder, but some of them are kind of black and white. Proposed defendant SF investigates. Yes.
I know what I was going to say. You promised me we wouldn't have to go through the exhibits because it's 200,000 pages.
No,
right?
At a later date, I might just skim through and see if there's anything of
You're going to look
interest.
through 200,000 pages to see if there's anything of interest.
Just the headers, whatever the.
Okay.
Well, it's going to be.
My computer can't even download them.
Okay, so maybe we're not going to do that.
I'm just kidding. It can. It's just I don't want to take up that much space.
Well, I mean, I don't know if any of them are going to be of interest or not, but.
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh, yeah.
Sandra, there you go. Use AI.
That's what AI is for.
Exactly. No thanks, though. Not interested.
Heck, I don't even know if we could get to it in time. And who knows when this hearing is going to be? It could be this week, for all we know.
Could it? Could it be that fast?
I don't know. I mean, they set a date. How much notice would they have to get?
I have no idea.
I don't know what what that would be. On January 27th, I think this is where I am. SF investigates claimed on X to have uploaded allegedly rejected filings into a public Dropbox folder, reiterating his fraud claims against the plaintiffs. Defendant aligned users posted on X making broad claims of fraud, political bias, and professional misconduct, targeting the plaintiffs and legal counsel. There's another thing. If you remember when Lesniak was on our show, laws in Pennsylvania are a little stricter on this stuff than they are other places. They have what he called a right to reputation in Pennsylvania. So like the defamation bar is kind of lower there in a way. Like you attack people's especially their professional image and such, with that they have more protections as a victim than other states grant. On February 1st, defendant. We're finally out of January. We've been in January forever. White Boy Radio and Associates posted on X calling for legal action against Bullhorn Betty, linking her to restraining orders and amplifying defamatory claims. defendant SF posted on X accusing Seth Rogers of not being interested in finding his son, Sebastian Rogers, and implying manipulation of the case narrative. To be clear, I would never share anything of importance with Seth. He has clearly proven he is not interested in finding his son. Between February 2nd and 3rd, Rorschach's dog posted on X, resharing content, mocking a situation, calling for leaking information, and mentioning media outlets like Delco Times. On February 2nd, defendant Aligned Doe, White Boy Radio, and Associates posted on X targeting plaintiff Bullhorn Betty with defamatory statements, accusing her of dishonesty and spreading misinformation. Between February 3rd and 5th, X user Anna Harlan at NewsJunkie0214 posted a cryptic statement implying narrative manipulation with defendant Aligned Doe, UA Crimson Tide, expressing agreement. On February 3rd, Jill Smith falsely claimed a judge prohibited plaintiff Bullhorn Betty from discussing the Sebastian Rogers case on social media. The post was amplified by J for Justice. Yeah, actually, I don't think he made that claim anyway, the judge. Not the case. Between January 24th and February 3rd, Barbecue posted on X questioning individuals' credibility, mentioning Nancy Grace and amplifying efforts to influence media coverage. So quick to spout off, but can't answer a simple question. Imagine saying you're for something, yet when asked to do something. Did Nancy Grace get a packet?
What?
Oh, so that packet conspiracy theory has been around a while,
Yeah,
guys. I didn't know that's been that old. I just heard about it like a week or two ago. On February.
We're supposed to be part of that, you know.
I didn't get a packet.
I know. We were joking about it in chat earlier that how sad we feel that we don't get packets. We're really.
I love the packet conspiracy theory. Actually, it's a funny one to me.
And I was going to answer Lady for Justice. She said, "Am I understanding the order was amended again?" I just checked the website, and I don't see an amended order. But sometimes, depending on what the filing is, it takes a couple of days for it to actually show up in the system after it's been filed.
Yeah, we have learned that.
Yeah. And I can put the link in there if you guys want to go look at these documents yourself, if you'd like.
On February 3rd, Rorschach's dog posted on X escalating attacks against Jules the dog handler and AtNight Media, alleging interference in missing person cases, fraud, and impersonation. I'm going hard on @private at night, especially Canine Gulia, because they are trying to interfere in other missing and murdered children's cases.
Michael's getting packets.
Michael got a packet.
Man.
And Hey Jude
Good
said
for
her
you.
library's full of packets.
Yeah. Between February 3rd and 5th,
Grace says, "What is a packet?" Good question.
That's a great question.
you want to explain the conspiracy theory, or just?
Lady Freedom says, "Hey Jude, are you keeping all the packets?"
I mean, it's really.
Oh, my.
It's laughably
It is.
foolish.
Oh, thank you, Grace. You're sweet.
It's like a child coming up with a conspiracy theory or something. Here's your packet. Here you go, everybody.
Okay, Tar Heel, are you making fun of blondes? I'm so blonde, I thought there was really a packet and got left out.
Oh, sorry.
Sharon has a comment too,
Yeah.
and a super chat.
Thank you, Sharon.
Sharon says Seth has the only packet that counts. He has not exposed it, and I pray they find Sebastian so he does not have to.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Oh, well, that's a name we haven't seen in a long time.
Packets.
No, Nick the Hat.
Oh, I know Nick the Hat.
Along with packets.
Oh, I knew it was Nick. How you doing, Nick? Welcome in.
Wait,
Funny.
Good to see you. Oh, even our son's excited.
Yes.
Packet gate. Ocean. That's
mean-
funny.
Packet gate.
Yeah. Hey, Jude's like, no, I've got the packet, and she feels special about it. She said, I feel special with all my packets.
It's just incredible that anybody would believe stuff like that. It's just hilarious.
Well, we were talking about this.
People are-
Is
it's
when
just
you
so
hear stuff
gullible.
repetitive. I think we need to redo our brainwashing episode because when you hear stuff repeatedly, we talked about
That's
this.
funny. I had thought about reposting it, just saying, I think this one might need to be revisited.
Right.
Well, and Spade
'Cause-
Teacher says, well, we put it on our Santa Claus list for 2025. We all want packets.
I want packets. It's just, I don't know.
Oh, Alicia Hot Wheels has been a member for 6 months. I'm all the way in Oregon and got my stack of packets.
So you get out there and you spread that misinformation. You just get out and shape those narratives like we've all been instructed, right?
Yes, that's so
Such a
funny.
trip.
And thank you for being a member for 6 months. We appreciate you. That's so funny.
Kelsey, that's a good one too.
Kelsey is a brilliant person, and we're very lucky to have her.
Yes. Kelsey says the people that believe there are packets automatically tell me what I need to know. Yeah, it's kind of like, hey, are you a packet believer? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and someone
Step
said
away.
maybe put it on the Easter Bunny list because he's coming sooner.
Oh, that's true.
Let's see. So I think we're at 229, February 3rd.
I'm sorry.
You get a packet. You get a packet.
Everybody gets a packet.
Everyone gets a packet. Reach under your seat. Reach under your seat. Grab your packet.
Oh, that's so funny.
I mean,
Oh, stars.
White Boy Radio and Associates posted on X spreading defamatory statements about Bullhorn Betty, accusing her of fraud, dishonesty, and emotional instability. On February 4th, defendant Align Doe, White Boy Radio and Associates posted on X continuing to target plaintiff Bullhorn Betty with accusations of fraud and dishonesty in the Sebastian Rogers case. On February 5th, SF Investigates posted on X dismissing accusations and mocking discourse about alleged photo alterations in the Sebastian Rogers case. Yeah, he does that one a lot. He accuses people of that kind of stuff, the alterations and the forgeries and all that. Again, it's going to be kind of easily provable if it comes down to that.
Yes, it will
You
be
know,
provable.
that either these things were altered or they weren't.
It's kind of like the package. You either got one
You
or you didn't.
I'm sorry. The
That's
packet
okay,
the
Jude.
packet jokes are great tonight.
I had to work packets into our next thumbnail.
Hey, Jude says she's saving her packets for her Netflix movie.
Maybe we should make a shirt. You got packets.
You
Like,
got-
instead of got-
you- I
instead
got
of-
packets. Yes, I do. I got packets. How about you?
No, you're like, you know, it used to be got milk, got
Yeah,
packets.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. You all are just on point with your
I
packet
know.
jokes. I needed a good laugh. It's been a stressful weekend.
Tar Heel Life really wants a packet. I don't blame you.
I know. I feel left out. Who said that? Somebody said, does anybody have a packet of Cheetos? Yes, Opal, you missed the packet sign up day. If you miss the packet sign up day, you totally do not get a packet.
Funny.
It's just
A packet of Chick-fil-A sauce. Our Taylor's been a member for 5 months, and our Taylor says, you can request a flyer packet for Sebastian. That's a good point. Thank you for being a member for 5 months, our Taylor. We appreciate you. We really do.
Did you get Bliss
Very good.
Blessing?
No, not yet.
yes. Thank you, Art Taylor. 5 months. Well, we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And Bliss Blessings has been with us for 5 months too. And she said, these people live such miserable lives. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And thank you for being a member for 5 months, though. We appreciate you. We really do.
Yeah,
She's
Bliss
so pretty
Blessings.
too. Isn't she
She's-
the prettiest?
She is one of the best.
She's so pretty.
Yeah, she's
You
great.
can just see in her face that she's got a good heart.
Between February,
I'm sorry.
the packet jokes. I know the
I'm
jokes
going
are
to go to
great.
the restroom and to just kind of pull myself together because these packet jokes are getting to
I
me.
think the packets are full of BS.
We'll go to this one. So this is 232.
Are you doing, lady?
Yeah, I gotta get to it. I just saw it.
Well,
If
somebody
you're
else-
feeling If you are feeling packet outrage, there is help and resources out there. Okay, I will be.
Right.
Very funny.
Call 1-800-GET-A-PACKET.
Oh man.
Oh, star.
Uh,
And Hey Jude gifted a membership. Thank you, Hey Jude. We appreciate you.
And Brandy Wine got the membership.
If you get, oh well, Brandy Wine.
Yes, thank you.
Please
Hey
tell
Jude.
Hey Jude, thank you.
Somebody's thinking I just buy a packet somewhere.
I mean, it wouldn't shock me if somebody came out with like packets.
Packets, yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Just to sell.
Everyone should just start like holding, on their shows.
Like when they put out the Epstein documents.
It's kind of like packet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's packet
Look,
gate.
I've got the
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about with the binder?
it was DC Drano and all those people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, sorry.
Packet
I'm going to
gate.
stop. I'll let you get back to it because
Yeah.
he is absolutely set on finishing this.
Oh yeah, I
tonight.
do not want to do a part 3. I want to be because there's other stuff I really want to. We've actually got there's a lot of Sebastian stuff. I want to do this more focused on Sebastian that's come out over the last few weeks, and there's just we can't get to it till we get through
Right.
through this. So I want to get done with
And
it.
Izzy girl, be safe. She says she's listening, going for shelter. Tornado warning there.
Oh my goodness, be safe.
Oh,
Yeah.
sounds like a tornado here, but it's not.
Well, I've got to start his nighttime medicine. He won't take a regular pill, so we have to grind it up. You know this, and it dissolves. So, hi, guidance.
My son cracks me up when he runs up there and just slams those doors.
He's so happy too.
Yeah, I know he's been in a great mood. Well, he loves when you guys are here.
Oh, that's a great idea. Guidance thinks that packets should be a new membership level.
Packet level.
Here's your packet, your tier 3 of whatever of the crime dog family. That's funny.
You get
Packets of green
one
light
of your
bulbs.
one of your perks is a packet.
Packet perks.
I know it's just so ludicrous. That's why it's so funny.
It
I don't
is.
know.
It is. It's just ridiculous. February 5th through the 6th, Lauren from it's like just say it out loud to like other people.
Oh, we tried.
Packets.
We tried to talk to some friends
know.
about it, and they're just like,
We
"What are
did.
you talking about?"
We did. We were talking to some of my best friends about some of the because they don't know anything about any of this stuff. And we were trying to explain it, and they're just like, what are you talking about? I was like, no, that's true. And just telling a little bit about this subculture out here. It's just it's mind blowing to normal people.
It is.
Oh, you all are cracking me up.
And we didn't tell them about the packets.
Oh, that's funny. Maybe they should hand out green packets as they walk in the courtroom.
like an usher.
Yeah.
Just give everybody their.
Packet of duct tape.
Oh my
Look,
gosh.
I Spy wants packet jackets. You all are very
good.
I'm really needing
There's
this
some funny
laugh.
jokes over there in the
DJ
chat.
says, I just got my packets from Culver's, ketchup and salt.
Maybe
Those are
that's
some
what they meant.
good
Maybe that's what
packets.
they meant. Lauren from Facebook shared an alleged audio recording on X with defendant Align Doe Queen Bee dismissing it as fake and accusing others of interfering in the Sebastian Rogers case. Too bad they don't. That's funny, Ocean. Too bad they don't have packet of brain cells.
Thank you, Shirley C. Thank you, Shirley C. Our hair looks good.
My goodness, mine's horrible, but thank you.
Defendant Align Doe White Boy Radio posted on X spreading defamatory content about Bullhorn Betty, associating her with criminal behavior and mocking her involvement in the Sebastian Rogers case. On the 6th, Barbecue Lady posted on X expressing frustration after being blocked by others, with defendant Align Doe Queen Bee accusing others of interfering in a missing child's case. They blocked me. Bummer. Who really cares about someone on Facebook trolling? More fake BS. Shaking my head. Don't y'all ever get tired of effing up a missing child's investigation? This is sick. On February 6th, Anna Harlan posted on X under the handle News Junkie, accusing Erica of spreading misinformation about financial disputes with defendant Align Doe White Boy Radio, reposting attacks on plaintiff Bullhorn Betty. February 6th and 7th, Doe Rorschach's dog posted on X amplifying content that discredited Seth Rogers and Tony Mathis, sharing a YouTube video and mocking investigative efforts.
Anytime's fine with me.
Defendant Align Doe White Boy Radio and associated users posted defamatory harassing content targeting plaintiffs Seth Rogers, Bullhorn Betty, and Hong Ji, including sexual innuendo, altered images, and accusations of exploitation. Defendant Barbecue Lady posted defamatory and inflammatory remarks on X, including racially charged reposts and comments about a disputed video. We're at 239.
Oh, I went ahead. I start reading and I read through it thinking
Yeah.
I'm gone to the next page. Sorry.
That's right. On February 8th, defendant Align Doe White Boy Radio posted defamatory and mocking content on X, including altered images, conspiracy theories, and ridicule of the Sebastian Rogers case. Defendant Align Doe Rorschach's dog posted misinformation and coordinated targeted harassment regarding the lawsuit and Sebastian Rogers case. On February 9th, defendant Align Doe White Boy Radio and others reposted proposed defendant Fisher's defamatory remarks and amplified harassment, including smear campaigns and false claims. On February 10th, defendant Barbecue Lady and defendant Align Doe UA Crimson Tide mocked the plaintiff's tattoo and amplified misleading claims regarding social media restrictions. On February 12th, defendant Align Doe White Boy Radio proposed defendant SF and others engaged in harassment and defamatory commentary on X regarding court proceedings. Between February 10th and 13th, defendants Barbecue Lady, defendant UA Crimson Tide, and defendant SF Investigates engaged in social media interactions on X involving company policies, harassment allegations, and public mockery. Something you want to read?
Oh, I was reading Cece's comment.
We need a packet video now, like the machete one.
I think that is a great idea.
Have to work on
We
that.
could come up with something with packets.
A suitcase of packets.
Yeah, and I know some of this is like some of this is kind of milder than others. I mean, some of these things are really serious. Some are milder. Some are kind of in between.
Exhibit and evidence of every single thing they say too.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, it's so easy to prove.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. They include every one of these, even though I'm not reading it. It includes the exhibit number. We're at exhibit 258 at this point. But what they're doing, what I think they're trying to accomplish is they're showing like one person posts, the other person amplifies, retweets, agrees, shares, that they're showing the connection between these people. So it may seem kind of like not important or redundant even. I mean, some of these things are milder than others, of course. And some of them, are fairly serious. Between February 10th and 11th, defendant Align Doe White Boy Radio engaged in personal attacks, amplified false claims, targeted harassment, and digital manipulation on X to discredit individuals. On February 11th, Doe UA Crimson Tide, and also this is after cease and desist and a preliminary and injunction were filed. That's the other important part.
Well,
is that they're already asking the court for relief from this, and it's still continuing.
Well, and the fact too, if you look at the dates, I mean, this is recent. This is February of this year.
Yeah.
So it's not like this is something that happened a long time ago. It's continued throughout, and it's up until this was filed.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Let's see. Defendant, I don't know if I read this one or not. Defendant Align Doe White Boy Radio engaged in personal. Yeah, I think I read that one. I think I read 246, I believe. February 11th, UA Crimson Tide reposted a tweet from proposed defendant SF Investigates, accusing an individual of teaching others to file fraudulent complaints. Okay. On February 11th, proposed defendant SF Investigates posted on X discrediting Seth Rogers and Tony Mathis, implying bias in their interviews, accusing Bullhorn Betty of lying, and attaching a statement denying he was hired in another case. Like that number 247, they sometimes leave out who the person is. I'm guessing it's people that are not the plaintiffs, but they're in the exhibits maybe, but so they're not naming them because they're not plaintiffs.
Right. You mean defendants?
No, that they're not. Like it says, proposed defendant SF Investigates posted on X. Okay, that's not the right one. It was the one before that. It says UA Crimson Tide reposted a tweet from proposed defendant SF Investigates accusing an individual of teaching others to file fraudulent complaints.
Oh.
So that individual is probably someone outside of the plaintiffs.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So
okay.
I think that's why they're doing that, because they're not one of the plaintiffs, but they're still trying to show the pattern. 248 on February 11th, Barbecue Lady posted on X encouraging leaks about plaintiffs, amplifying false allegations, and referencing coordinated messaging.
That's a great idea, Taibe.
Machete cutting through the packet. The truth about the
You're giving me ideas. You're giving me ideas.
On On February 11th, defendant Align Doe Rorschach's dog mocked a private investigative effort and reposted content from proposed defendant SF Investigates about forensics canine certification.
Will you look at Hey Jude? Change your name.
Hey Jude, Packet Professional.
That's good.
Very good.
Oh, start. Okay, I really am gonna step away because I got to pull myself together. Okay, I'll be back.
On February 11th, proposed defendant SF Investigates defendant Align Doe White Boy Radio and others posted accusations on X targeting Julie Skolnick and plaintiff Bullhorn Betty, including threats and inflammatory language. On February 12th, proposed defendant SF Investigates posted on X about a missing person case, which was reposted by Stephen Crabtree. On February 12th, Barbecue Lady posted on X disputing claims about an individual named Luigi, referencing an injunction and suggesting legal consequences. Defendants Barbecue Lady and Granny's Watching promoted the upcoming anti-SLAPP hearing and encouraged public mockery of the plaintiffs. On February 12th, proposed defendant SF Investigates defendant Align Doe White Boy Radio and others posted about alleged false complaints and mocked the plaintiffs. On February 10th and 13th, Barbecue Lady proposed defendant SF Investigates and defendant Align Doe UA Crimson Tide posted inflammatory statements and accusations on X. On February 5th and 13th, defendant Align Doe's B Sunflow and JS for Justice podcast accused a plaintiff of restraining order violations and demanded removal from social media.
Oh, that's a new doe that I haven't heard of.
Yeah, I don't know that one. Oh, I bet I know who that is. Yeah, I know.
I don't have it on my list though.
Beautiful Sunflower. Is that? Yeah, I know them from X. On February 13th, defendant Barbecue Lady posted on X questioning employee social media use, mocking a Texas law clerk and responding to claims about using a secondary account. Between February 12th and 13th, SF Investigates White Boy Radio and users, including Shaby, attacked plaintiff Bullhorn Betty on X. Defendant Align Doe Decipher podcast posted a parody poem on X mocking the February 20th hearing and referencing Barbecue Lady and Granny's Watching. On February 14th, defendant Align Doe White Boy Radio reposted Brian Enton and mocked plaintiff G with an altered image. Defendant Align Doe Shay B added, "At the end of the day, you're still going to jail." On February 15th, defendant Align Doe J for Justice podcast and user Jen Rebel promoted a planned YouTube live stream of the anti-SLAPP hearing. On February 15th, Barbecue Lady posted on X stating she had been muted in a chat and referenced a confirmed detail about the case. Referencing a confirmed detail about the case. On February 15th, defendant Align Doe's amplified by defendant Align Doe Rorschach's dog accused plaintiff Nick the Hat of manipulating media in the investigation. On February 15th, defendant Align Doe White Boy Radio posted on X targeting plaintiffs with personal attacks and accusations. On February 16th, 2025, proposed defendant SF Investigates and defendants Barbecue Lady posted on X disputing claims about SF Investigates' involvement in the case and calling for public monitoring of the plaintiffs. So that's Exhibit 279. That'd be interesting depending on how that was said.
Mm-hmm.
If you're asking the public to monitor the plaintiffs. You know what I mean? Just depending on how that language would be interesting to see.
Yes.
Sometimes they put the quotes in here, sometimes they don't. They just list the exhibits, so you'd have to go look that up. February 13th and February 16th, proposed defendant SF Investigates posted on X regarding plaintiff G, legal proceedings, and his role in the Sebastian Rogers case. On February 13th, SF noted or stated, "Previously, I filed as an objector to the injunction brought by the 10 plaintiffs attempting to interfere in the Sebastian Rogers case. That injunction has been a failure, and the attorneys involved have violated the rules of civil procedure." On February 16th, Fisher stated, "Wow, shocking, but considering it's Hong, I guess it's not that shocking. He's into providing pics of minors." He also stated, "I am aware that Flop It Life Andra Griffin is claiming that I have been fired from the Sebastian Rogers case. That claim is 100% false. I have not been fired and my role has not changed." Between February 12th and 16th, Barbecue Lady posted on X regarding her pending anti-SLAPP motion and legal proceedings in Delaware County, Pennsylvania. Barbecue stated, the first anti-SLAPP case in Pennsylvania will be heard Tuesday. Finally, we have our day in court, and added this is the first one, so it's going to be heard Tuesday. She also stated, I have not and will not ask or collect donations for my trip to Delco Tuesday. Just saying. On February 16th, 2025, defendant Align Doe Rorschach's dog posted on X in response to another user stating, love this for the ATF. The post was followed by a reply from user Nye stating how to deal with the ATF. I don't know what that means. Or I don't know what the relevance of that is. We might find out later, I guess. February 16th, defendant Align Doe White Boy Lockdown Radio reposted and shared statements on X regarding AtNight Media and plaintiffs. On February 17th, proposed defendant SF Investigates posted on X regarding the Sebastian Rogers case, stating the FBI has made a change in the Sebastian Rogers case, shutting down claims made by Bullhorn Betty, Clutch Them Pearls, BJ, Mob Crew, and others. On February 17th, defendant, I was just trying to remember what that was even in reference to. The FBI shutting, I don't know what he's talking about. On February 17th, defendant Aligned Doe Queen B, defendant Aligned Doe FIB Frank, and ex-user Anna Harlan posted on X regarding plaintiffs Seth Rogers and Hongji. Harlan referenced a prior restraining order and firearm permit. Defendant Aligned Doe Queen B referenced time spent around a minor, and defendant Aligned Doe FIB Frank made additional allegations against plaintiff G. On February 17th, defendant Aligned Accounts Beautiful Sunflower and Doe.js for Justice podcast posted on X regarding the Sebastian Rogers case. Beautiful Sunflower referenced law enforcement involvement and alleged past conduct by plaintiff Seth Rogers. On February 17th, defendant Aligned Doe Rorschach's dog posted on X accusing plaintiff Jules, the dog handler, of claiming TBI deputization and misconduct. He referenced messages, recordings, and impersonation claims. On the same day, defendant Aligned Doe White Boy Radio posted on X referencing plaintiff Hongji, stating, Hong big mad at reality. Bro, just take the L. Y'all been looking silly AF for too long. On February 18th, proposed defendant SF Investigates posted on X referencing a systematic dismantling of plaintiffs and legal consequences. Defendant Aligned Doe UA Crimson Tide posted, Fat A broke. SF further posted, is the rumor true that the judge ordered Hong to begin taking Ozempic before appearing in her courtroom again? On the same day, defendant Aligned Doe Queen B posted on X referencing a video involving plaintiffs and stating, do your parents know you're out here acting like a donkey's A? On February 18th, defendant Aligned Doe, see a lot of people that aren't on X, that follow this on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of this is news to them because they don't ever see this world really, There's a lot of people like that.
There's
They
a
just
lot
don't.
of X stuff in this.
Yeah.
A lot.
And but there's I know just from our chat in the past, there's a lot of people that just won't even use the app. So they don't know this has all gone on. And I've missed a lot of these too. I don't remember a lot of this.
Mm-hmm.
Defendant Aligned Doe Rorschach's dog reposted proposed defendant SF statement and alleged that plaintiff Jules the dog handler used AI generated images. He further commented on canine handling practices. On the same day, defendant Aligned Doe White Boy Radio posted on X about plaintiff Dog the Bounty Hunter and others stating, who's going to jail except criminal out on $20,000 bond, hashtag flop it life, Andra and @Nick the Hat. On February 18th, defendant Aligned Doe White Boy Radio reposted content from user I'm a queefer that included insulting language and reference to physical appearance. On the same day, White Boy Lockdown Radio reposted on X referencing another user with explicit language. Also on February 18th, defendant Aligned Doe White Boy Radio posted about plaintiff's court proceedings stating, walk of shame today, derp, we forgot our evidence. Okay. On the same day, defendant Aligned Doe White Boy Radio reposted a comment referencing plaintiff's appearance in court images including "Look at them baby legs, bro." On February 18th, that proposed defendant SF Investigates posted on X stating, "I can absolutely see a ruling in favor of the defendants being issued from the bench today." No, that didn't happen. It's been like 5 or 6 weeks now, right? Something like that. On February 18th, defendant Align Doe, White Boy Radio, reposted Fisher's comments and echoed the narrative that plaintiffs were losing in court. On the same day, proposed defendant SF Investigates posted on X referencing a lengthy and costly process to dismantle the plaintiffs. On February 19th, defendant Align Doe, Queen Bee, posted on X mocking plaintiffs and referencing alleged financial exploitation of the Summer Wells case, stating, "Actually, he don't, LMAO. Also, how much money did you make on Summer Wells' back, sweetie pie?" On February 19th, Rorschach's dog posted on X targeting plaintiff Jules, the dog handler, accusing her of lying and threatening to expose receipts. Okay. Defendant Align Doe's Spilled Tea Department further claimed she misused government software for background checks. On February 19th, defendant Align Doe, White Boy Radio, posted on X mocking plaintiffs and linking to a video titled "Not Bright Media's Brilliant Day in Court," stating, "I need pain and suffering after that court appearance. Hashtag not bright media." On the same day, defendant Align Doe, White Boy Radio, continued posting multiple derogatory tweets mocking plaintiff Hong Ji and others associated with the litigation. Anything you want to, any comments or anything?
Well, I thought I had myself pulled together, and then I come in and see all the packet talk. I think this is my favorite.
Tony's coming in with the packets, guys.
Tony's here.
Oh, okay. Good to see you, Tony.
War Eagle said the new packets are extra spicy and top secret.
Oh, good. Yeah, they need to be top secret, no doubt.
Blessing says, "Is Mr. Mathis the packet man?"
I think that's the conspiracy theory, right? Isn't that what it is?
The packet master.
Packet master.
He's the packet master. Oh, sorry.
Oh, there's some good ones on there.
I know. Y'all were supposed to stop that packet talk while I was gone.
They were waiting for you to get back.
You're right.
Tina girl wants a packet.
Oh, man.
That's true. Poor Tony getting blamed for everything.
Grandma said, "Order more staples. We need packets."
Right. Well, that's the truth. He does, doesn't he? I think we're are we at 290? I think that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Tony's packet may be expired allegedly.
I like Thai Bay Luxus too.
Is there sample packets?
Wait.
Tony has packets delivered in pizza boxes via DoorDash.
Oh. Rob needs a packet of Advil. Okay, sorry.
The other thing I think reading this stuff is I just imagine like a judge has been on the bench for 15 years, studied law, reading this stuff. Of course you've seen it all, I guess, but it's still kind of like. On February 20th, defendant Align Doe, White Boy Radio, and others engaged in coordinated harassment on X, including posts from defendant aligned accounts Beautiful Sunflower, FIB Frank, and Truth Hurts. Posts included accusations, personal attacks, and inflammatory rhetoric targeting multiple plaintiffs. On February 21st, defendant Barbecue Lady posted on X mocking the instant matter by referencing the TV show Better Call Saul. On February 21st, defendant Align Doe, White Boy Radio, and affiliated account Remove All Tragedy Pimps mocked plaintiffs over court proceedings. On the same day, defendant Align Doe, White Boy Radio praised defendant Align Doe, FIB Frank, for harassment directed at plaintiff G, awarding a badge of honor. On February 21st, defendant Align Doe, White Boy Radio, mocked plaintiff's filings and posted an image captioned, "Look dem ankles loose, baby," while tagging other defendant aligned accounts. It's funny hearing me read it, right? I know it is.
Yeah,
I know it is
funny
because it's just ridiculous.
Well, just I mean, this it's like a whole world over on X with all these
know.
statements and everybody.
Look them ankles loose, baby.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Steph's in a tornado watch
oh, in Goodlettsville.
in Goodlettsville.
Well,
Uh-oh.
they said Sumner was under watch.
Oh, great. Oh yeah, Rita, thanks. We're so oblivious. One night, Don B came in here and was talking about the weather coming, and we were like, "There's weather coming."
I know.
Oh, Tony Fire is here.
Is he now? We should be good for a bit. It's kind of like it's actually kind of hitting Clarksville right now, but it's all heading our way.
Great.
Yeah.
It's just like
I just got here.
So we're gonna have to really push on through to get this thing done before the
before
tornado
the
hits.
electric goes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we abruptly end, that's what happened.
Yeah, where I live too, there was a tornado watch today too. My husband said that it was pretty spicy there, but nothing.
Well,
ended
if
up happening.
anybody's in the tornado watch, please stay safe and take care of yourself.
Hearing Mr. E read number 279 had me rolling. What was 279?
I am aware there's some humor at me reading this stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It has not escaped me that
the 294 look them ankles
the-
loose, baby, is pretty good too.
I don't
Oh yeah,
understand what that means.
279. It was the username. It was the username. Yeah. You might have missed that one.
Oh, GTO.
I'm not
guys,
repeating it.
If you're under tornado watch, you're out of packet.
Yeah.
In. Oh, that's
So
funny.
we're at 295 now. On the same day, defendant Align Doe White Boy Radio threatened to report plaintiff G to parole authorities and shared a YouTube video targeting plaintiff Nick the Hat. Let's see. Between the 21st and 23rd, defendant Align Doe White Boy Radio and Doe FIB Frank continued online ridicule while defendant Aligned account Girl Next Door accused plaintiffs of manipulating narratives. Okay. On February 22nd, defendant Align Doe White Boy Radio posted a digitally altered image mocking a man named Justin and referencing AtNight Media as Not Bright Media, along with a fabricated hotline number. The manipulated image and accompanying post contained derogatory references to plaintiffs.
Weather alert from Granny.
Nobody can see you. You could come closer.
No, I'm too old.
You're too old.
You're too old to talk?
Huh?
You're too old to talk?
I got my pajamas on.
I see that.
Nobody can see you.
No, they can't see you.
But no kidding. Sumner County is.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, keep an eye on it.
I was in bed, me and Charlie was.
She okay?
She's in there now.
Okay.
Charlie needs to go potty.
She'll be all right.
I'll pay attention to it. If
Okay.
anything happens, I'll come get you.
Okay. That's what y'all do.
Granny's weather alerts.
Let's see. So the manipulated image and accompanying post contained derogatory references to plaintiffs Dog the Bounty Hunter, Bullhorn Betty, and Nick the Hat. On the same day, defendant Align Doe White Boy Radio referenced prior calls to a parole officer and stated they don't get to be a group doing shenanigans. In another post, defendant Align Doe White Boy Radio mocked plaintiff She, stating, "This guy is such a moron. It's comical. Do you know how awesome it is outsmarting an entire intelligence agency?" Defendant Align Doe White Boy Radio posted mocking content and body shaming commentary targeting the plaintiffs. On February 26th, defendant Align Doe White Boy Radio posted on X engaging in mocking and antagonistic commentary targeting plaintiffs AtNight Media LLC, plaintiff Hongji, and others. The post included insults, harassment, and commentary on live stream events, as well as reposts from proposed defendant Stephen and SF Investigates and defendant Align Doe Halo Effect, indicating a pattern of coordinated online engagement. Defendants Barbecue Lady and SF Investigates posted on X. Their statements were later amplified by defendant Align Doe White Boy Radio.
Thank you for the super sticker, Jules. That's cute. We appreciate you.
Which Jules?
Oh, the canine.
Jules.
Canine.
Oh, well, welcome in, Jules. Good to see you.
You're right. Lady Freedom's raw narrative said the judge is going to need a lot of patience. Just reading through all this takes patience. Can you imagine what he's going to say when he reads through all of these stupid things? I mean, just
I think it's a female judge.
or male, female, whatever.
If it's
Just the fact that they got to read through it all would make me mad if I was a judge.
Yeah, I don't know what they would make of it.
I know it's hard to know.
I don't know how you even. I just don't know how you even start.
It's a lot.
And I don't. How do you even do this at a hearing? There's so much to address. Well, how does it? I would just be curious how it even happens.
I don't know.
Like where do you begin? Do you just start at point one and then go one? I don't know. I just don't know I don't know how it would work. Defendant Barbecue Lady stated, "What happened in society that leaves these 20 to 30-year-olds still living at home with their parents, make my bed, do my laundry, cook for me? How about go get a real effing job and stop having your mommy and daddy coddle you in your 30s?" On February 23rd, defendant Aligned Doe White Boy Radio, along with defendants Barbecue Lady and SF Investigates, engaged in additional online targeting of plaintiffs and individuals involved in the Sebastian Rogers case. On February 24th, defendant Aligned Doe White Boy Radio posted on X ridiculing plaintiff Hong Ji and others affiliated with AtNight Media. Between February 24th and 25th, defendant Aligned Doe White Boy Radio and proposed defendant SF Investigates posted on X discussing Bullhorn Betty, Dog the Bounty Hunter, and others. On February 25th, defendant Aligned Doe White Boy Radio shared a digitally altered image of plaintiff Bullhorn Betty in front of a dumpster captioned "Sweet Release," originally posted by another defendant Aligned account. On February 26th, defendant Aligned Doe White Boy Radio retweeted content from No War Hangers and Care Bear Mom 618 discussing plaintiff Bullhorn Betty's alleged legal status.
Okay, hold on a second. Michelle Scott says, think what Judge Judy would do, especially if she got a packet. You know what Judge Judy would do? I'll tell you. Where is it? Oh, where is it? I thought we had it. Oh, this is for you, Michelle.
I don't believe you.
I think, yeah, I think,
What are you doing, dog? This dog.
Granny's in there stinging at people.
What's
Granny? I don't know who she's stinging at.
what?
She's talking to
she's
someone.
in there talking to somebody. Maybe the dog.
She's telling the dog it's time for bed.
Oh. Okay.
I hope she's not fussing at Little Eeks. She's got 5 more minutes.
There's so many does.
I'll
There's
go-
way more than 50 does.
I'll go deal with it.
Well,
Here,
I
I'll be back.
keep listing them, and I'm way over like what we thought we were gonna have.
We're about to have another one.
Oh, you're kidding.
Between February 25th and 26th, Doe, I'm effing raking,
Oh my god.
posted cryptic commentary referencing
Oh, I
Mr.
see it.
Mathis and Mrs. Mathis in connection to a hotel after the Sebastian Rogers vigil. Defendant Aligned Doe UA Crimson Tide later retweeted the post. Between February 25th and 26th, defendant Barbecue Lady posted on X defending herself against criticism tied to the Sebastian Rogers case. Between the 25th and 26th, proposed defendant SF Investigates and others posted commentary on X regarding the Sebastian Rogers case. On the 26th, defendant Barbecue Lady posted about ongoing legal disputes, criticism, and public commentary. On February 27th, Barbecue Lady posted about plaintiffs and their legal representation. Barbecue Lady referenced courtroom statements made by her attorney during the February 18th hearing, stating 100% artificial, 0% intelligence, probably the best quote ever. On February 21st, defendant Barbecue Lady posted, just another thing I'm sending to my lawyer. I served my time. You're a C. Barbecue Lady posted, riddle me this, bullying someone who has a mental illness that just makes you a fat AB, in my opinion. On February 27th, defendant Aligned Doe Rorschach's dog posted on an image under the hashtag Boar Lodge, appearing to mock or caricature an individual. On February 23rd, Twitter X user Chloe DXM posted an update regarding Sebastian Rogers. Defendant Barbecue Lady shared a post from Colin Rugg regarding an app for hiring private security. On February 20th, defendant Barbecue Lady reposted a tweet by Karma Reflection regarding Seth Rogers. On February 20th, defendant Barbecue Lady criticized courtroom performance and alleged harassment. From September 2024 to present, defendant Barbecue Lady has operated a paid subscription group promoting themed content involving Nick the Hat. I don't know. that probably makes sense if you see the exhibit, I guess. A premium $8.99 a month tier included promotional materials focused on Nick the Hat.
Oh, great.
On February 20th, you're talking about the $8.99 thing
Yeah.
for Nick the Hat? Yeah.
What?
I don't know what that is, but
A premium $8.99 month tier included promotional materials focused on plaintiff Nick the Hat. I mean, just the length that they just continue to go. Wow.
after receiving cease and desist and knowing they've got litigation, right?
Yeah.
On February 26th, defendant Align Doe, Rorschach's dog, posted mocking content targeting the plaintiffs. On February 24th, defendant Align Doe, UA Crimson Tide, reposted a Fox Nashville segment about the 1-year anniversary of Sebastian Rogers' disappearance. On February 19th, defendant Barbecue Lady posted on X dismissing allegations and responding with hostile remarks. On February 19th, Barbecue Lady denied allegations of live streaming or recording in court.
Hold on one second. We have 2 new members.
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Our first new member is
Thank you, Becky.
Oh, Becky.
we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And we also had DJ join the Dog Pound, and we're gonna play the Dog Pound song at the end. Mr. E is
He's forging ahead.
he has to get these done. It's
Oh,
bugging
I
him.
do not want to do a part 3 at all. We're almost there. I mean, this is thin now,
All right.
and the last few pages are
Just
just
about
signatures
50
and
more
stuff.
pages.
So thank you guys so much for joining. We appreciate you. Okay, go ahead. I
Sure.
just wanted to.
On February 19th, Barbecue Lady posted in response to impersonation allegations. Defendant Barbecue posted about evidence entered in an unspecified legal manner. Barbecue Lady posted regarding court proceedings and allegations of misleading conduct. Barbecue Lady again denied recording or live streaming from a courtroom. On February 17th, defendant Align Doe, Rorschach's dog, reposted case-related commentary about plaintiff Nick the Hat. On February 17th, defendant SF Investigates posted, as promised, now is a good time to give you an update on the investigation. On February 17th, Barbecue Lady posted on X attacking plaintiff Rogers and inviting users to join an online panel. On February 18th, Barbecue Lady posted about the upcoming court hearing, sharing that she would provide a YouTube update via defendant Align Doe, Queen Bee. On February 19th, defendant Align Doe, Rorschach's dog, and defendant Stephen Fisher posted about surveillance, military tools, and case developments. On February 19th, SF posted about the FBI's involvement and criticized various public figures. Defendant Barbecue Lady posted details about plaintiff Rogers and referenced his application in Davidson County. On February 17th, defendant Barbecue Lady referenced a statement from the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, nothing is ruled out. On March 1st, defendant SF posted about the Sebastian Rogers investigation, discrediting others' investigative efforts. On March 1st, defendant SF claimed to have spoken with Hendersonville police about text messages and access to property. On March 1st, defendant SF repeated his claim of speaking with police about property access. On March 1st, defendant Align Doe, Rorschach's dog, reposted a tweet from Doe claiming that police did not ban anyone from a public vigil. Yeah, so all this is in reference to that, the vigil, because it was on March 1st, right?
Mm-hmm.
On September 18th of 2024, the law offices of Joseph Lesniak forwarded a defamation-related contact form to Nick the Hat and Mathis. On September 22nd, Nick the Hat posted on X about a live stream search for Sebastian Rogers with CJ. On January 26th, I wonder what this is. There's got to be some connection between these. On January 26th through 27th, Doe, Kelly, P.O., and a bunch of numbers posted targeting plaintiffs Nick the Hat and G, referencing parole status and accusing them of misconduct.
Look at that on the screen. That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard.
Oh, thank you, Becky. These are the only ones I have joined, and I'm proud to be a member. Well, we do very much appreciate it.
We're honored.
Yeah, you've been a great friend to us here, and we do appreciate it very much. This is kind of, I think this is kind of what a lot of folks are hoping for. Rob C says, at the very least, I hope the judge can put a stop to the harassment that goes on. I do think something needs to be done about the threats, though.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think that there needs to be precedence about YouTube and other social media harassment is in as it pertains to cases like this. It's hard to talk to him and talk to Sway in that
Maybe
way.
we
Sorry.
should put a mic where between the two of you so you can share with him.
Mrs. E wants us like opposite table.
Because I
is what
can
she
I can
wants.
do better
If
not
you
having
can
to turn all the time.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I
Yeah.
get it.
That's how she wants to arrange it. So maybe we'll do that at some point if we can figure it out.
We've just taken over our entire dining room. It's ridiculous.
Okay, yeah, I'm at 348, I think. On January 26th through 28th, defendant Align Doe, Rorschach's dog, and White Boy Radio posted multiple times targeting the plaintiffs, alleging evidence fabrication, private communication leaks, and chat infiltration. Alleging people of fabricating evidence would be serious too. Like some of the things in here are kind of like, yeah, okay, well, you got a right to an opinion, and then some of these things are more serious. But when you kind of just put it all together, it's an overall effort.
Right.
On October 30th and March 5th, defendant Barbecue Lady posted in a YouTube live chat discussion on defendant Align Doe, Queen Bee, her channel, referencing a honeypot strategy and discussing the removal or renaming of certain users.
That's funny.
On March 5th, Barbecue Lady participated in a YouTube live stream chat on defendant Align Doe, Queen Bee's channel, gifting memberships and engaging in discussions regarding various individuals, including Seth Rogers. On September 8th, defendant Align Doe's posted on Twitter targeting Nick the Hat, referring to the Sebastian Rogers case as a scam and encouraging followers to contact his parole officer. Yeah, so that was the last year of September 8th.
Yeah, see, it seemed like it was very chronological, and now we're kind of getting some sporadic dates.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the connecting thread is, or if these are just, Nick the Hat's kind of in a lot of it. So maybe this is kind of his section.
Chronological for a while, and now we're skipping around.
Yeah, maybe Nick the Hat's the thread to these. But that's another one. That whole parole officer with him, with those false.
That's a step too far.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're saying, well, this doesn't name which. It just says defendant Align Doe's posted on Twitter and X. Doesn't say there. Maybe it says in the exhibit 365. On February 1st, defendant Align Doe's posted on Twitter X targeting Nick the Hat and tagging media personality Nancy Grace, questioning her credibility and repeating claims about Nick the Hat's legal history. Between September 12th and September 29th, multiple individuals, including SF Investigates, posted on Twitter referencing Nick the Hat's alleged parole status and his involvement in the Sebastian Rogers case.
Yeah, they like, it's 5 minutes past them going to the bathroom.
These dogs are like amazing with that. Like they know it's 9 o'clock.
Wow.
They really know. They know when it hits 9.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take care of it.
It's wild.
Will you see if Charlie would like to go too? Sure.
Our Middle
Go
East
outside.
down here. Middle, you can take them out if you want.
Go on. Go on. Go potty. Sorry. She doesn't want to go without me.
Anyway, just kind of reading a little bit of the chat here. Yeah, so people are just asking about Barbecue Lady. I don't know much about her myself, actually, other than just what I've ever read here. But my understanding is she has a food truck. That's kind of, I think that's accurate. On September, they might the leashes.
Yeah, for her, she doesn't need one.
Yeah. Even with the rabbits, we've got tons of rabbits back there. She won't run after rabbits.
She won't come. She won't come without me.
Okay. I'm okay. I can.
Okay, I'll take her real quick. I'm afraid it'll start raining and
I'll scroll.
I think we were on. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm the
hit
next page.
Hit the slide.
Yeah.
You're on the next page already.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so Thai Bay Lux says storms blew our fence down.
Ooh, I'm gonna go take her real quick.
Yeah, looking at the radar on my phone, it's not looking great.
Great.
So yeah, we probably want to go ahead and let the dogs have a chance to get out.
Come on.
Yeah, so if you're in Middle Tennessee, it's looking pretty hairy. We might have an hour or so. But sorry that happened. What a pain that is. Actually, I love food trucks. Blackhawk says, I don't eat off food trucks much, but I love some carnival food. I love a good food truck. Actually, that's my preferred. If you can find a row of them and go pick what you want, that's fun to me. On September 13th, defendant Align Does posted on Twitter X questioning Nick the Hat's investigative credibility, implying he was on parole and could not leave Pennsylvania. Defendant Align on January 4th, defendant Align Does posted on Twitter X referencing multiple individuals allegedly contacting Nick the Hat's parole officer. Okay, so those are unnamed does also. On December 30th, defendant Align Does posted on X directing Bullhorn Betty to contact Bruce Castor, assuming, before making public comments, and stated that defendant SF Investigates had provided proof of an unspecified claim. Between December 18th and December 24th, multiple individuals, including SF Investigates and Doe Kelly with all the letters and numbers, posted on X accusing Nick the Hat of impersonation, fabrication of evidence, and associating with felons in violation of parole. Yeah, I mean, if those are false claims, I think that's not good. December 30th, defendant Align Does reported to SF Investigates as they targeted the plaintiffs. On January 4th, defendant Align Does speculated on Twitter X whether Nick the Hat's parole officer would take action. And, the whole thing with the parole thing too, it's like, it's not like you're doing it because you're looking out for the betterment of society. Like you're concerned about Nick the Hat because he's a danger to what, or what. It's literally to just stop the investigation.
It's menacing. It's menacing.
Yeah,
it's trying to cause trouble.
Just really trying to stop.
Yes.
Justice for Sebastian or finding him. It's just unbelievable. On January 5th, defendant Align Does posted Nick the Hat's parole conditions and misrepresented claim to indicate it prohibited law enforcement involvement or contact with certain individuals. Yeah, I mean, it's an intimidation tactic.
Mm-hmm. It
is what it is. It's not do-gooders. On January 16th, defendant Align Does mocked plaintiff Nick the Hat on X, implying that he had been silenced in late 2024 and ridiculing his investigative work. On January 25th, defendant Align Does posted on Twitter X targeting Nick the Hat and Hongji using mocking language and implying their exclusion from matters involving Leland Chapman. Okay. Between September 15th and September 17th of last year, Does posted defamatory statements on Twitter, falsely linking Nick the Hat to parole status and misconduct in the Sebastian Rogers case. On September 8th, defendant Align Does posted on Twitter X that plaintiff Nick the Hat was on probation and falsely accused him of attempting to discredit plaintiff Chapman and attorney Bruce Castor in connection with a missing child investigation. Between December 30th and 31st, multiple individuals, including defendant Align Does, posted defamatory statements on Twitter, falsely linking Nick the Hat to parole violations and criminal misconduct, or criminal conduct, while encouraging reports to authorities. On December 14th, defendant Align Doe JLR posted on Twitter, falsely claiming that plaintiff Nick the Hat was on parole and probation until 2030. The post tagged Jennifer Coffindaffer, a former FBI agent. Well, like if it says he's on probation until 2030 and that's not accurate, that's the kind of thing that's easily provable.
Mm-hmm.
It's either 2030 or it's not 2030.
Right.
I actually don't know what the truth is, but
but it is provable.
But it's it's not an opinion. It's one or the other. So if it's false, then it's false, and possibly defamation, right? So 367. On September 12th of last year, defendant Align Does posted on Twitter X falsely claiming that Nick the Hat had a parole violation, had been issued a cease and desist order, and was under FBI investigation. On December 14th, defendant Align Doe JLR posted on X falsely alleging that plaintiff Nick the Hat created a fraudulent $250,000 reward flyer related to the Sebastian Rogers case and was on parole.
So they're trying to say that the flyer was fraudulent.
Or that the reward is fraudulent,
Yeah.
or the flyer,
Yeah.
which is, how do you know it's fraudulent?
Yeah.
Until somebody tries to collect, right?
Right.
How could,
I mean, that's one that's.
you don't know that. December 27th, SF investigates and defendant aligned Doe JLR posted on X Twitter accusing AtNight Media LLC and plaintiffs of fraudulent legal filings and referencing potential legal consequences. On December 24th, JLR posted on X making defamatory claims against individuals associated with the Sebastian Rogers case, including Tony Mathis, Seth Rogers, and a Team Seth member. On January 6th, defendant aligned to, so I guess we're kind of getting into a JLR section, maybe.
Yes, it seems like each one of these.
Yeah. On January 6th, defendant aligned Doe JLR posted on Twitter X making defamatory statements against Seth Rogers, his investigative team, and the Proudfoot family. Defendant aligned Doe JLR falsely characterized members of Team Seth Rogers as criminals, parolees, and con artists, continuing a pattern of defamatory claims. Between September 4th and January 6th, multiple individuals, including defendant aligned Doe Kelly, defendant aligned Doe JLR, and others posted on Twitter X falsely claiming that Nick the Hat was on parole and engaging in fraud, impersonation, or parole violations. Approximately 145 days prior to retrieval, Reddit user Moscow, Idaho victim, posted in r/Christopher Proudfoot, claiming that Nick the Hat was on parole, could not leave Pennsylvania, and was collaborating with Seth Rogers and Tony Mathis. The user also claimed to have notified Nick the Hat's parole officer. On January 2nd, 2025, a Reddit post in r/Sebastian. How do you read that with Reddit? When it's, I know it's a Reddit thread or whatever, but what's the way? Is it just r/?
That's the way, or /.
Thank you,
forward slash,
Hobo's
yeah, I guess.
Life. That's sweet.
Thank you, Hobo's Life.
Thank
very
you for
much.
being a member. We appreciate you.
Oh, I never emailed Hobo's Life. Did I?
Huh?
Isn't Hobo's Life? I never emailed.
Did you forget?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I will try to remember to do this tomorrow.
I think that's Chow.
That's not mine.
Oh, okay. I don't know what's
I
going
don't have
on.
ARC.
Yeah, I apologize, Hobo's. That's completely slipped my mind, but I will try to make sure I take care of that tomorrow.
Good night, Tar Heel. Thank you for your help. Oh, Hobo, you didn't have to do that.
Richie, Mama, see something,
Thank you,
say
Hobo's
something,
Life.
got it.
Even with me forgetting to email you, you still give the
Thank you for
membership. I
gifting
really
a
do apologize
membership.
about that. I completely slipped my
Were you
mind.
supposed to?
If they've emailed us, I was supposed to email back.
You know how I'm not good with the emails.
We'll check tomorrow.
Okay.
If they did, then I'll email them back.
And thank you for the gifted membership. If you received a gifted membership from Hobo's Life, please tell Hobo's Life thank you.
It was Witchy Mama, see something, say something.
What?
That's who got the membership.
Witchy
Oh,
Mama.
awesome.
See something, say something.
Very good. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hobo's Life is saying they did email. I'm so sorry about that. I will try to make sure I
Things
make
have
that a
been little
priority
crazy
tomorrow.
around here.
Aw, thank you, Marion. That's so sweet. Hello, Ease.
Thank you,
I enjoy
Marion.
you so much. Well, we enjoy you being here. We appreciate you.
Granny just checked in. Charlie is with her.
Oh,
We're
Granny's still listening.
Yeah, she's still listening. She
And
was letting
just-
us know it wasn't Charlie. barking.
Just so you guys are clear, when we say granny, we mean gran, GRAN, the
E.
letter E.
Yeah.
That is our mother.
Yeah, Granny.
got to be careful. Don't want her getting caught up in a RICO situation.
No kidding.
She's like, "Well, I didn't do anything."
And Hobo's Life says it's okay. Prayers for me and Middle E both, of course. Yes, we do want to have everybody pray for Hobo's Life as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And will you help me remember? My memory's just terrible.
I'll
Help me
remind
remember to
you.
do that
I'll
tomorrow.
remind you.
She'll remember.
I'll remind you like 17 times.
I know.
You never told me.
And Lady for Justice sent us a super sticker. I can't wait to see
Oh,
what it
that's
is.
cute. It's so
Wait,
cute.
that's not it. Oh, you can see
Yeah, I
it?
can see it. I'm on my phone.
I can't.
I'm trying to keep up with this, so I have to watch it on my phone. So I can
Aw,
pull it up. Isn't
it's
that
a
cute?
heart. eyes. That's so cute. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, girl mom. It was great to meet you.
And she's beautiful. I just want you to know, in real life, beautiful. I mean, she's real life pretty in her picture as well, but she's just stunning in real life.
Yeah, but you never know with a picture.
No, she looks exactly like she does in her pictures.
Everybody's talking about food trucks. Mm.
We were talking about Barbecue Lady owns a food truck. Somebody was asking if
Yeah,
does she
now
have a
everybody's
restaurant or
food
what is the
trucks,
deal?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you guys for the orange hearts. We appreciate you.
So we'll go. I think we're here. I think we're at 375.
Okay.
R
Okay.
/ Sebastian Rogers referenced an automatic email response indicating that Nick the Hat's parole officer was unavailable until that date. Comments debated whether reporting him was appropriate and discussed potential parole violations.
Hey, hold on 1 second. Oh, I had us muted.
Okay.
Okay, we're good.
All right, are we?
It's like a 3-ring circus around here.
I know.
When everybody's visiting, it's crazy.
Sorry,
It's
guys.
fun though. It's fun, but it is chaos.
What's the weather report from Granny?
I don't know. She just let us know that the dog was with her and the dog couldn't have gone out to the bathroom, but the dog did go out to the bathroom.
Dog gate.
Phew. Sorry, guys.
She said the dog just got its packet. That's what she said.
Yeah. So let's see how we're doing on the tornado. I know a lot of our folks are Middle Tennessee or Sumner County or whatever.
Who sent me that? Somebody, a friend of ours sent me that and said the weather people get like 12,000 views like at all times.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The people like that are storm watchers and stuff.
It seems to still be kind of hanging around Clarksville at the moment.
Okay.
So of course, there's a lot of folks
It just
up
says
in Clarksville that
watch.
follow
Watch
this
is
too.
better
Oh, that's
than
funny.
warning.
Kelsey.
The dog delivered the packet. All right, I think we're at 376 now. So approximately 1 month prior to retrieval, a Reddit post in r / Sebastian Rogers stated that Nick the Hat accused SF Investigates of blackmail and extortion. Comments dismissed the claims, with users defending SF and accusing Nick the Hat of projection. Approximately 4 days prior to retrieval, a Reddit post in Sebastian Rogers questioned Nick the Hat's association with Bill Cosby, citing a Twitter X post by Nick the Hat referencing or depicting Cosby. Approximately 2 days prior to retrieval, a Reddit post in Sebastian Rogers claimed that defendant SF Investigates was preparing to file a criminal report against all plaintiffs in the RICO lawsuit, including attorneys Lesniak and Castor. I don't know. I didn't know that. Oh, okay. So this was in Reddit, though. So that probably escaped us. Approximately 5 days prior to retrieval, a Reddit post in Sebastian Rogers alleged that Nick the Hat released a video containing threats toward SF Investigates and encouraged users to report him to his parole officer. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, GTO guy. I understand the dog dropped off a couple of packets. Approximately 1 month prior to retrieval, a Reddit post in Criminal Grifter Hunt accused Tony Mathis and plaintiff Nick the Hat of engaging in criminal activity together. The post linked Mathis's employment to Nick the Hat's alleged parole status and named a redacted individual as his parole officer. Oh, so they named his parole officer.
Supposed.
Yeah. Which I don't know if that's, I don't know if that's legal or not to do that. Might not be. On June 9th, an email was sent from Ryan Lawler Canada at gmail.com at 8:08 a.m. with the subject line Tony Mathis. The email appears to be forwarded, but the recipients and additional message content have been redacted. Okay, so it just has the details of the email. Then it says the sender is believed to be an alias or an unidentified individual providing information to defendants or their associates. Due to the redactions, the full context and purpose of the email remain unclear. Potential implications include legal discussions, investigative matters, or confidential exchanges regarding Tony Mathis. This aligns with prior exhibits documenting communication patterns among parties involved in the case. Approximately 1 month prior to retrieval, and then it says id there. Okay. Anyway, approximately 1 month prior to retrieval, a Reddit post in the Sebastian Rogers subreddit claimed that Nick the Hat had endangered another individual's safety by publicly naming them and accusing them of involvement in Sebastian Rogers' disappearance. The post encouraged another round of reports to Nick the Hat's parole officer. The original Reddit post by Boudica stated, Nick the idiot has now put another person's safety in danger by releasing their name and saying they have done something to Sebastian. I guess it is time for another round of calls to his parole officer. Reddit user Easy Faithlessness commented, I think a lot of creators and subs need mental help. They are brainwashed. Reddit user Boudica added, Nick needs to be put in a cell immediately before he gets someone hurt or killed. Reddit user Annual Director commented, this is insane. You're right. They're actually accusing Tyler Feller of trafficking this child. Nick needs mental help immediately. Approximately 2 months prior to retrieval, a Reddit post in the Sebastian Rogers subreddit stated that Nick the Hat should be in prison or banned from social media due to his alleged behavior. While the original post was later deleted, the discussion continued with users debating Nick the Hat's parole status, past legal issues, and involvement in the Sebastian Rogers case. The original Reddit post stated, Nick is worse than I thought. How is he not back in prison again, or at least banned from social media? Annual Director commented, yep, this guy on parole is running an international intelligence agency. Wild, isn't it? A different user added, one of the charges that sent him to prison was filing a report to falsely accuse and incriminate another person. He made up evidence to get someone else in trouble. Another user stated, Nick needs to be stopped as he seems incapable of using his time and energy to do good instead of evil. Boudica replied, he was found guilty of identity theft, forgery, and other related charges. That is why he's on parole. Why are you spreading misinformation? Becky added, forget what people did in their past and try to figure out what is going on with Sebastian now. As much as I hope and pray he is alive and well, my gut tells me he isn't. He is probably buried in his mom's house.
I'm being
Packet poll.
I'm being bad over
Oh,
here.
you're doing a packet poll?
So the packet the question is did you get your packet today? Yes. No. I got mine from a door dashing dog.
Very good. Very good.
And so far, 50% have gotten theirs
They
from
have gotten
a
their
door
packets.
dashing dog. The only
the DoorDash
13% has not received their packet, and 13% have received their packet. 35% have not, and then 52 so far have gotten theirs from a door dashing dog. So
Michelle Scott says, Nick has been so maligned it is illegal. Sad to see these people had nothing better to do with their time, in my opinion. I mean, it's everyone that tries to help, you know, literally everybody.
Mm-hmm.
They all get attacked by the same people.
Which one you on now?
384.
384 now. Okay.
Approximately 2 months prior to retrieval, a Reddit post in the Sebastian Rogers subreddit accused Nick the Hat of spreading false information while on parole and urged users to report him to his parole officer. The post further alleged that a parking lot video released by Nick the Hat put an elderly man in danger. The original post by Moscow, Idaho victim stated, Nick the Hat on parole putting out false information. The same user further stated, this needs to get out there for everyone to see. Enough is enough. Report Nick the Hat to his parole officer. Nick is out of control. He's going to get innocent people killed. Thumbs up for a packet.
Jules, no.
Jules the dog handler says, I'm at a conference this week. Dang it. I'm going to miss my packet delivery. Can I dog dash it to Myrtle Beach? Or should Canine Gator come retrieve it?
Thank you for your super chat.
That's funny.
Thank you very much.
Cajun says, I'm holding your packet as collateral until I get a machete party.
It's a good deal. It's a good deal.
We've only got 400 in right now around. Let's see how many likes we've got. We've got
She's-
470. Got 470 likes. If you haven't hit the like button, please do that. And we'll see if we can get to a machete party before we end tonight.
And C Star says, I guess I failed my background check.
That's probably why we
That's
didn't
it.
get packets. We failed the background
Oh,
check.
perfect. Okay, so 54% have gotten it from a door dashing dog. 31% have not received their packet, and 15% have received their packet. So
From someone other than a door dashing dog.
yes. Oh, and Karen Wynn is a member for 6 months.
Wow.
And thank you so much for being a member for 6 months. And packet 007 top secret. This is your mission.
So approximately 2 months prior to January 30th, users in the Sebastian subreddit made multiple Reddit posts alleging false narratives by Nick the Hat, including claims of parole violations and misrepresentation. Nick the BSer just got caught again. SF has proof of something, or he would not be making public statements like this. Nick the Hat unhinged on parole, making more threats. One user commented, "Why hasn't Nick been arrested yet? He is not allowed to be on this case." Approximately 4 months prior to retrieval, Reddit post in Sebastian Rogers alleged that Nick the Hat had financial motives, was restricted by parole, and could not travel. What money? Isn't he unemployed, recently out of prison with a huge judgment on him? He is making money off his YouTube. He is a convicted felon. He will never be searching for Sebastian because he can't leave the state of PA. Nick the Hat, Dogs Guy, rumor has it he can't leave the state of PA because he is on parole. 387. On October 22nd, of last year, multiple Twitter X posts alleged that Seth Rogers profited from the case and could face legal consequences. Users referenced the submission of documents to tip lines. Defendant line JLR stated Seth Rogers don't want no smoke. On the same day, defendant line JLR posted mocking statements about plaintiff Rogers' legal action. Between 2017 and 24, business cards confirmed defendant ally JLR affiliation with AtNight Media, an original media group corporation. The cards listed job titles, company affiliations, office location, and contact information. Oh, girl mom, you're not privy to the packet info.
Okay,
Not
tell little Miss Sharon what's going on, because she's like, I don't understand the packet joke.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess there are some people that don't know this. I guess a couple of months ago, I guess this is an old conspiracy theory, is that people that are in this kind of alleged enterprise believe that people that
Support.
that
Seth.
are not in the enterprise are given packets with their talking points and
Like
things
what-
to say
Yeah.
by, I don't know what,
Our orders.
Yeah. I
Like-
guess Tony Mathis or AtNight or whoever they think, or Seth, I don't know what they think, but they think that they think there's literal packets that are being sent out to people in media to all stay on the same page is the conspiracy theory. And I just think that's really funny.
And so we're
Um,
making a lot of packet jokes because it's so ludicrous.
It's funny because there are people that actually believe it. That's what's funny about it,
and
because it's just ridiculous.
Rogue, our lovely Rogue, has been a member for 6 months and
Oh.
says,
Oh.
I'm on the AMW list. John Walsh has my papers. America's Most Wanted.
See, there are things about the Sebastian Rogers thing that I'm excited to talk about. I kind of want to get away from this and get back into the case, but like John Walsh, you guys
Yes.
probably may have heard that announcement, but I think Coffin Daffer talked about that the other day, that they're doing a special on Sebastian, which will be that'd probably be the biggest media he's gotten, right?
Absolutely.
I would think so.
And Justin Arian said it started with Smiley. It did
Yeah.
start with Smiley because Smiley had made some notes about what she wanted to talk about and held her
Oh.
notes up onto the screen.
She held up the packet.
Yeah. So that's where the packet started.
Yeah, you're clearly supposed to burn the packets before you go on the
Well,
air.
you're clearly not supposed to make notes before you go on air to have to outline what you're going to do in your show
Right.
and talk about. Yeah.
Like professionals. Let's see. I don't know where I was at here,
You were.
but you're right. I heard this started with Smiley. That's correct, I think.
I don't think
Oh, it was about the you don't want to smoke, and then posting, I guess, their job titles, a company affiliate. So 391 zoomed in images of the business cards further confirm Rich's affiliations and visibility of his contact details.
The rumors are really funny. Jules says Tony and I are apparently making a movie in PA this week,
Oh yeah.
and I'm not even in PA most of this week. So.
That's always nice.
Well, good luck with the feature film. Yeah, I've heard the movie stuff too. It's really good. Really good stuff.
Who's going to play me? That's the question.
In June 2020, an offer letter and confidentiality agreement confirmed defendant aligned JLR employment with Original Media Group Corporation. Eve Loves God says, disappointed and feel left out. I didn't get my packet. You're not the only one. Not the only one. Oh, it's just a Netflix movie, Jules says. Oh, well, you know, Netflix is it's a big deal. It's a big deal. That's still something for you to be proud of.
I mean, honestly, though, would any of you be shocked if there actually is a movie after all this is over?
No, I wouldn't at all.
I mean, a movie, yeah, maybe.
No, I don't know if at night or whoever would make it, but wouldn't you think it would be that someone? I mean, this is just craziness.
Well, I think you could definitely do a documentary.
You could do a
over-
documentary
over
for
the
sure.
case for sure,
No doubt about documentaries.
and all of the crazy turns that it's taken.
But a theatrical, I don't know. Probably just depends on what happens with all this, I think.
They do documentaries on Netflix too.
Yeah, documentary would not surprise me.
Yeah,
at
I
all.
watched the why can't I remember the name?
And if they do it before it's solved, I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
I watched the Ruby Frankie one on Hulu, which you need to watch. It's crazy. And
I watched the Murdaugh one on Netflix.
I haven't watched that
It's
one.
good.
I watched the Menendez after you told me to.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, that was interesting.
And then what did I just watch? I can't.
You
Gabby
watched-
Petito. I just
Oh,
watched the
okay.
Gabby
Oh,
Petito
you
one.
did? When
Yeah.
did you watch that?
I
I must not have been.
You were
around.
working a
I
lot.
was working.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know when it was is when I was really sick and I couldn't do anything else. I just could lay on the couch and watch TV.
so this says, oh, so that's kind of funny. This leads into that actually. So in June 2020, an offer letter and confidentiality agreement confirmed JLR's employment with Original Media Group Corporation. The agreement outlined formal terms and legal protections for the employer. Okay, so that's from June of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Vanna.
That's an exhibit being put in here. And then in June of 2024, a confidential production itinerary from AtNight Pictures, a division of AtNight Group, documented internal scheduling and logistics for a streaming production, confirming defendant aligned Doe JLR's access to proprietary
Oh,
company information.
that's interesting.
So are they saying,
I'm so sorry.
What?
I'm just giggling it. I can't
The
help it.
dog ate her packet. Poor Vanna.
I'm sorry. No, what I was giggling at is Jules. Thank you for your super chat.
I'll take Kevin Costner. I'll take that. Thank you. I hear Kevin Costner wants to play Mr. E.
He's so much old. He's in his 70s. Oh,
What are you trying to say?
I just think it's funny. And
But
Lori
he looks good for his age.
No, I think Kevin Costner's gorgeous. I don't mean it's just funny. And I've just got to get. I get very happy when my mom and sister.
Thank you,
come.
Lori. Gifted a membership. We appreciate that very much.
Yes, Lori. Thank you so much. And if you received a gifted membership from Lori, please tell her thank you.
Oh no, lady for justice said her kitty grabbed her packet and dragged it into the litter box.
Oh,
That's bad news.
yeah. There's a few people we've got to get some new packets out to. And Grammy H said tornado warning now in Nashville.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. It looks kind of.
And War Damn Eagle says, "Oh, I bet I can make a pretty penny selling my green team packet to the dark side."
Rogue said he's a Hugh Grant guy. What?
So are they? Let me see if I'm understanding what they're saying here about JLR. Is this trying to establish? So it's saying that he had job.
He had information about, or at one time possibly worked with that. night, or was in some kind of contract with that night? So he had proprietary company
Yeah.
information.
Yeah.
Therefore, I guess they're saying that he has shared that or given that to someone else.
Talking to the microphone.
That's what this looks like.
Yeah.
That's what this looks like
That's what
they're
it
getting
sounds
at.
like.
Brandy, I'm so sorry. Packets are non-refundable or transferable.
Or replaceable.
Mm.
So,
Okay, so I think that's what they're getting at here. So between June 6th and 7th of last year, a confidential
Yes.
production itinerary.
that's what they're saying.
Okay, so we already, yeah.
Because this is
Access to
reflecting
proprietary.
professional involvement with the company's media portfolio.
Okay. Between 2019 and 2023, AtNight Media's official media kit listed defendant aligned Doe JLR under the social and video category, reflecting professional involvement with the company's media portfolio. Okay. On June 12th of 2020, an employment confirmation letter was issued to Doe 1, confirming his position as senior enterprise reporter news director at Original Media Group Corporation, a subsidiary of AtNight Media LLC, with a 6-month employment guarantee and an annual salary of $24,000 a year. The letter signed by Nick the Hat included a confidentiality clause.
So basically, are they saying that he somehow is through these exhibits has broken this confidentiality clause?
I would say that's what they're getting at. Yeah.
'Cause that goes back to 2020.
Well, and some of this is 2017.
18, 17.
At least had affiliation with, had job titles, company affiliations, office location. But this confidentiality would have been in 2020. On June 12th of 2020, an employment confirmation letter was issued to Doe 1, confirming his position at Senior Enterprise Reporter News Director at Original Media Group Corporation, a subsidiary of AtNight Media LLC, with a 6-month employment guarantee and a salary of $24,000 a year. The letter included a confidentiality clause. So I guess that's what they're trying to establish. I don't know why. The implication is that this is JLR, but now they're referring to them as Doe 1 for some reason. But seems like that's the same person, but
I don't know, but go read the next one.
Okay, hotel records from June 2020 confirmed lodging was arranged for Doe 1 at True by Hilton Audubon Valley Forge as part of a transitional housing effort during his employment with AtNight Media LLC. The arrangement ended due to irreconcilable differences. Screenshots from early 2020 showed Doe 1's social media profile changing to a gun-themed image, prompting a temporary security evacuation and staff avoidance protocols.
This is a whole different little story.
I wonder if this is the same. I don't know if this. I think this is somebody else. Maybe. I don't know.
Read the next one.
Well, wait, before you do that, I want to tell Detective Mom, thank you for being a member for 1 month. And she says, my crime dog ate my packet.
So they changed their profile to a gun-themed image, prompting a temporary security evacuation and staff avoidance. Internal communications documented allegations that Doe 1 shared proprietary materials. With defendant aligned Doe JLR. So these are separate people. So Doe 1 and JLR are not the same person.
Yes. And also Doe shared it with Doe 13.
And okay.
Then passed to Barbecue Lady.
And Granny's watching. It doesn't give a date. So security concerns were evaluated based on Doe 1's behavior. That's all. Well, so there's a lot of ties there.
Wow, there's a lot of.
No idea who Doe 13 is. I don't know if we've even.
We've had that. We've had more than that.
Yeah.
On the list.
I think some of them sealed, maybe.
Maybe.
Or they would have their.
But see, I haven't read. This is my first time reading any of this. So.
Okay.
Okay, so a 2020 text exchange between Doe 1 and a company-affiliated individual reflected inappropriate remarks, discussion of financial incentives, live streaming, and sexually explicit language. In July 2020, an employee of AtNight Media. So this is probably going to be somebody that hasn't been mentioned in here at all if it's sealed,
I'm just guessing if there's not a name with it, right?
I guess.
Or a username or anything.
In July 2020, an employee of AtNight Media LLC sent a message to plaintiff Nick the Hat expressing discomfort over alleged
Okay.
inappropriate.
Jules cleared it up. Yes. There are
Oh.
exhibits filed that are blacked out
Okay.
because we haven't looked through the exhibits
I wonder why.
because I'm guessing there's a
I mean, I'm sure. Okay. Well, that's interesting. In July 2020, an employee at AtNight Media sent a message to Nick the Hat expressing discomfort over alleged inappropriate conduct within the company, referencing a sugar daddy dynamic and stating the matter had previously been raised with another individual. In the summer of 2020, Duane, then employed by AtNight Media LLC, referenced in a text message that police from the King of Prussia area had responded to an incident involving his behavior and stated he was standing his ground. Police from the King of Prussia area.
Okay, Jules is saying PII, personal identifying.
Personally identifying information.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Jules. Later that summer, following his mutual departure from the company, Duane engaged in a hostile message exchange threatening to expose internal company data. On March 8th of 2025, AtNight Media LLC issued a formal data breach notification following a cybersecurity incident attributed to Doe's and named defendants. Okay, I remember them talking about this publicly. Something about.
Now I know why y'all got new chairs.
I know.
These are not comfy.
Should have got a third for Auntie's
We won't be
visit.
doing a trial while you're here. By the time you come back next time, this will be an entire studio.
Yeah.
And we will never have a dining room again. I'll miss my table.
I like the table.
I mean, this is just interesting. I just don't know anything about any of this.
And thank you for becoming a new member, Jules. I think Jules was a member before. I think he renewed, but it says new member on my screen. But thank you so
Thank you,
much. We
Jules.
appreciate you.
Yes, dreaming of blue skies and sandy beaches. I knew that. King of Prussia is where Lily Pulitzer ships about all of her clothes from.
Yeah, I don't,
Yeah, they got a big mall there.
interesting. Okay.
Sunset Gazing says it's in Northwest
Mhm.
Philadelphia.
Oh,
King of Prussia.
King of Prussia. Okay.
And Mohawk Mom thinks that I need to go get you a cushion. Do you want me to get you a pillow to sit on?
We were I did that during the Megan Boswell.
Shoo,
So
gosh,
we
I don't
got-
know
That's
how
why we
y'all
had
did
to-
it in
we-
these chairs.
I
We
was
had
sitting
to
on
buy
the
the
pillow.
chairs.
Uh-huh.
Had to.
I can see that now.
We did it for the first 5 or 6 days in the dining room chairs,
Mm.
and they're fine for the dining, but not sitting in 6 and 7
Not for
hours. a
7
day.
hour days.
So might be shifting focus here. So it's going on February 27th. Defendant Aligned Doe, J for Justice, hosted a YouTube broadcast titled The Complete RICO Exhibits and Declarations Part 2, discussing exhibits and proposed injunctive relief in the case. During the broadcast, Defendant Aligned Doe J asked, "Why do you bring a RICO into a case?" Defendant Aligned Doe UA Crimson responded, "Oh, good question. I just said I'm not speaking on the case. Okay. What I'm speaking," and then it trails off. Defendant Aligned Doe J then addressed plaintiff Chase and Crime, referenced a signed electronic exhibit, and discussed injunctive relief requested by plaintiffs, including content removal and financial reimbursement. On February 18th, Defendant Aligned Doe J for Justice hosted a YouTube live stream titled Granny's Watching and Barbecue Anti-Slap Hearing Open Panel, during which allegations were raised regarding the unauthorized transmission of courtroom images during a Pennsylvania hearing. At the 53-minute mark, Defendant Aligned Doe J referenced receiving real-time imagery from within the courthouse, allegedly sent by Granny's Watching or Barbecue Lady, and commented on plaintiff Nick the Hat's appearance. At the 3-hour and 32-minute mark, Defendant Granny's Watching described interactions with court security after the images were circulated. At the 3-hour 45-minute mark, she stated all attendees were required to surrender their phones and referenced a prior email she received from plaintiff Jules, the dog handler. On March 13th, Defendant Barbecue Lady posted on X addressing allegations of misinformation, harassment, and doxing. She referenced legal commentary surrounding Bruce Castor and denied involvement in specific acts. Barbecue stated, "For 6 months, you had a chance to correct yourself. I didn't dox anyone, but I was doxed several times." On the same day, Barbecue Lady addressed an individual identified as Ocean, who has been here tonight, actually, on TikTok, referencing alleged bullying and personal family matters. On March 14th, the Barbecue Lady posted on X in response to accusations that she had bullied someone to death. Barbecue Lady stated, "Another one accusing me of bullying someone to death." Her former co-host Tammy replied, "You are the one that bullies people to death." Oh, so she's saying that toward the ocean, toward ocean, yeah. On March 15th, Barbecue Lady posted about ongoing litigation and referenced documents held by her legal team. Defendant Barbecue Lady stated, "Receipts are with the attorneys as evidence and exhibits for my defamation suit." As of March 2025, Barbecue Lady operates an online merchandise store at barbecuelady.com, featuring products labeled with phrases tied to her online activity, including "free barbecue," "honey pots," "F the haters," and other personalized slogans. On March 16th, Barbecue Lady made multiple posts on X addressing legal threats and online disputes using explicit and derogatory language. She denied wrongdoing, criticized civil legal actions, and stated she had not committed any crimes. On March 15th, Barbecue Lady posted on X denying allegations against her, claiming she was being unfairly targeted online and stating that she had chosen to stop live streaming due to constant monitoring. She referenced ongoing litigation, stating her attorneys possessed financial records related to the Billboard funds. Defendant Barbecue Lady also denied involvement in alleged harassment. She stated, "I have been falsely accused of numerous things in the last year. I suggest people not continue to suggest any Billboard money was misappropriated. My attorney has the receipts. You can call me fat, old, messy hair avocado, but you can't defame me." Actually, that's another kind of easily provable thing or not. The Billboard thing.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Either-
it's
either-
there or it's not.
Either the money was used or it wasn't. So maybe that'll come out. On March 14th, Barbecue Lady posted in response to accusations of bullying someone to death. Her former co-host Tammy responded directly, stating, "You are the one that bullies people to death." This exchange documents public fallout between Barbecue Lady and a former close associate, highlighting ongoing personal disputes following public allegations. This is, just so you know, we're at Exhibit 429.
Wow.
As of March 2025, Defendant Barbecue Lady operates an online merchandise store on barbecuelady.com featuring slogans. Oh, I guess I already read this. No, I didn't.
I know. No, you read something similar, but this is something. This is a
Yeah, I guess it's because they've got different exhibits.
Mhm.
Josh has a question for you.
Hello, Lab. How much for one of those F the haters shirts?
It will cost you one packet.
One packet.
I guess F the haters. Anybody could wear it, right?
I don't know. It sounds like to me that she's patented the phrase.
Abigail says it's cloudy with a chance of machetes.
If we get through all this tonight, we might just have a machete party anyway.
All right.
Just for grinding this out with us.
Oh,
yes.
We're at 538. We're getting there.
Oh, on the light
Yeah,
show?
538. Not bad.
500 is a great. I mean, that's amazing, actually. Anyway.
Yes.
Well, we appreciate you guys all hanging out with
Yeah.
us. I know I've been really silly tonight, and I'm sorry.
The Lab goes, does it come with barbecue stains?
That's a good one.
Oh man.
Actually, Josh, I think that you might ought to make that shirt.
Yeah.
With barbecue stains on it.
So free barbecue is one of the shirts too. So is that free the Barbecue Lady, or is that she's giving free barbecue? She's got to be
Yeah,
careful if
it's
she
a
wears
double
that shirt to
meaning.
work,
Yeah.
right?
Double meaning.
Yeah. All right. So as of March 2025, Barbecue Lady operates an online merchandise store on barbecuelady.com, featuring slogans associated with her online identity. Products include apparel and novelty items labeled "free barbecue," "honey pots," and "armchair detective club." The term "honey pots" was previously associated with her former group of online allies. The merchandise suggests a shift in branding and distancing from prior affiliations.
Okay, couple things. Abigail says
Interesting.
it is cloudy with a chance of machetes. $2. Thank you for your super
Thank
chat.
you, Machete.
And Josh says sounds like false advertising.
She's got to be careful. She's got to be careful. March 15th, Defendant Doe White Boy Radio hosted a YouTube live stream in which Defendant Barbecue participated via live chat. Topics included the anti-SLAPP ruling and individuals involved in the case. Defendant Aligned Doe White Boy Radio hosted a YouTube live stream in which Barbecue Lady participated via live chat. Topics included the anti-SLAPP ruling and individuals. You just said just the same thing, didn't it?
You just read the same thing again, but they're the 421 and 422 are they say the same thing.
I think they're identical.
I think they just put them in there twice.
Yeah.
And it could be because it says 421 and 422, and it's the same exhibit.
I mean, that's a lot though. So
Yeah.
you got to give them a little slack.
Participants in the live, or maybe it was just such an important point. They just wanted to.
Maybe it's word for word. I think it just got put in there
Oh, I know.
twice.
Yeah, it's just a mistake. And that's another thing that they kept coming up. Anytime there's like a spelling error or an error that they've said, this whole thing's going to get tossed because there's a spelling. So that's not how things
No,
work.
that's not how it works.
We don't even teach spelling in school anymore.
Mm-mm.
Boots is offering just facts for us.
Boots says, I had a t-shirt with makeup and print on it, and it said, I ran into Tammy Faye at the mall.
That's an old shirt.
Yes.
That's
Man,
funny.
I hadn't thought about that scandal in a long time.
That's a big one too. Back in the day.
It really was. Participants in the live chat discussed the legal proceedings, questioned the credibility of media coverage, and made speculative comments about the outcome. One user stated, let them keep digging that hole. Eventually, they will bury themselves. March 15th, Defendant Aligned Doe White Boy Radio hosted a live YouTube broadcast during which Defendant Stephanie, or Barbecue Lady, participated in the live chat. Barbecue Lady commented on the legal proceedings referencing Nick the Hat's appearance and speculated on the pending court ruling. Aligned Doe White Boy Radio also solicited financial contributions via Cash App. On March 15th, Barbecue Lady continued commenting in the YouTube chat, expressing opinions about the pending court ruling, stating, I think we will have a ruling very soon. Same day, during a YouTube live stream, Barbecue Lady made public accusations involving alleged harassment and threats and denied personal involvement in specific actions. Other participants joined in discussing individuals connected to the litigation. In the same broadcast, Barbecue Lady referenced financial records and wrote tax returns while gifting 50 YouTube channel memberships to Defendant Aligned Doe Queen Bee. On March 15th, a Discord conversation documented Barbecue Lady's ongoing disputes with former allies and efforts to shift blame. Users alleged that Defendant Barbecue Lady attempted to share information with Defendant Aligned Doe White Boy Radio about another party. Okay. So last is not to be confused with the fried chicken lady. The fried chicken lady has nothing to do with any of this.
And Teresa wanted to know if the packets come with wet wipes. Y'all,
Oh man,
you're all making me laugh tonight.
Okay, what number are we on? Because I just messed up.
429.
Okay, I skipped ahead too far. Okay.
You want it to be over so you can go.
I was
to
looking
bed.
to see
You've
how many
only driven
pages-
like 1,000 hours.
I was
today.
looking to see what page
You
we're
want to
on.
take a break? You take a break.
Whew, I'm getting sleepy.
I mean, it's
No, he's not quitting. So if you go, you can go on to bed.
only a tornado.
Well, actually,
I keep checking the little radar thing here to see how we're doing.
Astrology for Mystics said it was storming pretty bad where she's at right now.
Is she near her?
It's moving.
yeah.
It's actually kind of moving slowly.
Machete
Not supposed to
says,
be here
leave
like
the
that."
fried chicken lady out of this.
Yeah, it's kind of just still hanging around Clarksville. It's not really moving here yet. I mean, it's heading. It's just a matter of.
I don't know what Jordan almonds are.
Let's see. On March 15th at 10 p.m., a conversation in a separate forum involved discussion of Sebastian Rogers' disappearance and accusations of harassment. The participants questioned prior public statements made by Barbecue. On the 15th, users in a public chat discussed financial irregularities and raised questions about mailbox-based business registrations tied to individuals involved in the case. On the same date, a Discord conversation documented continued conflict between Barbecue and former associates, with users referencing contradictions and shifting narratives. At 9:44 on March 15th, Barbecue gifted another set of 50 memberships to defendant Aligned Doe Queen Bee, reflecting continued financial support toward parties aligned with her public narrative. During a March 15th, 2025 YouTube discussion, participants debated the role of on South Florida, and defendant Barbecue commented on prior investigative coverage, stating, "We already went down the rabbit hole of on." I don't know who that is.
Hey, Seth said it's sheets of storms and gnarly lightning currently here. So we.
Well, I hope you were safe up there.
And Rogue wants to know if we have basements. We've got a place. We're good. Oh, they're candy coated almonds. I know what those are.
I know what those are. Yes. Now, after you said that, they popped it in my head.
Nobody puts fried chicken lady in a corner.
In a general chat, users raised concerns about unfulfilled cookbook orders, fabricated shipping claims, and misrepresentation of services, including a class that failed to deliver a second promised session. Participants expressed concern over donation handling and inconsistencies in claims about financial matching. Users also discussed attempts to distance themselves from prior affiliations and openly acknowledge having donated to Barbecue Lady. Users in a general chat discussed alleged false confirmations of tracking numbers for unfulfilled cookbook orders, concerns over financial mismanagement, and misrepresentation of class offerings. A $1,000 donation from, so I guess they're just trying to show that what she's being accused of has happened with other people, right? A $1,000 donation from Stephen Crabtree to Mackenzie Johnson for Sebastian was publicly confirmed. A $1,000 donation from Stephen Crabtree to Mackenzie Johnson for Sebastian was publicly confirmed.
What does that mean?
I don't know what that means. Additional payments to Crawford and Barbecue Lady were acknowledged. Mackenzie Johnson confirmed receipt of the $1,000 donation. I don't know who that is.
In charge of any of the
Participants also confirmed donations sent to Crawford
maybe
and Barbecue Lady via Cash App. The discussion thread documented financial transactions involving Barbecue Lady, Crawford, and Mackenzie Johnson.
That's what Cage said. He sent 1,000 towards the blip board.
That's what I thought. I remember that discussion.
Oh, okay.
And him talking about it.
I thought that's what it was, but I wanted to wait and see.
Is Mackenzie Johnson somebody that works for the Blipboard company? Is that who that is, I guess?
No, I think it's another TikToker.
Oh, it's a TikToker?
Because they were doing kind of a thing
they were working together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, right. It was like a group effort.
Yeah. Astrology for Mystics said their power went out and stuff. So it's possible that could happen to us. So if that happens to us, we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
He makes to be reading in the dark, but we're going to bed.
It'll be abrupt. Participants alleged undisclosed donations and misuse of funds by Barbecue Lady with a $20 Venmo payment to Crawford on September 12th, 2024, confirming her involvement.
Oh, they're saying no, she's local to us. I don't know who she is. I've never heard of her.
Oh, the Mackenzie Johnson person?
Yeah.
Users questioned the extent of unreported donations to defendant Barbecue Lady's Cash App and discussed Crawford's role in matching contributions. A user confirmed a $20 Venmo payment to Crawford, stating it was for legal support, while others expressed frustration about deflection within the chat. Screenshots confirmed direct payments made to Barbecue Lady via Cash App, including $5 on September 1st and $20 on August 30th, 2024. A participant acknowledged donating directly to Barbecue Lady for Billboard efforts, and others raised concern over the number of undisclosed transactions. Participants alleged that Mackenzie Johnson initially collected donations using her own Cash App before changing platforms. Users confirmed sending funds to both Barbecue Lady and Crawford, citing concerns about transparency and record keeping. Participants challenged Barbecue Lady's statements regarding her role in donation collection and speculating that missing funds may be related to undisclosed transactions. A $51.50 Venmo payment to Crawford on August 31st was confirmed, further linking her to active fundraising. Users reported confusion over where their donations were sent, with several indicating they believed they had donated to Johnson when the funds ultimately went to Crawford. Multiple participants confirmed payments to Crawford and raised concerns about lack of transparency and potential misrepresentation and donation allocation. This kind of stuff is why this kind of is a mess. You don't want to get
Right.
involved. You don't want to do
No,
stuff like
it's
this.
huge. It's just like a big mess.
This is the kind of stuff feds get involved in.
Uh-huh.
Additional financial transactions were confirmed linking Crawford, even if you haven't done anything wrong. Unless it's set up properly, it's such a mess. You just want to stay away from this stuff. Additional financial transactions were confirmed linking Crawford to fundraising efforts, including a $12 Venmo payment labeled Billboard.
And Brandy and Indy's right. Follow the money all the way from the very beginning, in my opinion.
Yeah, of course.
Mhm.
There's there's a couple of sports. There's a sports show called Pardon the Interruption that I don't know if they're still on the air or not, but it's Tony Kornheiser. He used to work for the Washington Post. One of the things he
I think
said
one of those guys passed away, didn't he?
Oh, did they? I don't know.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I don't know. I haven't watched the show in years, but I used to watch it a lot.
I know.
And Tony Kornheiser, who worked for the Washington Post, he would say that his editor once told him as a young reporter that the answer to all of your questions is money. And he said, if you kind of keep that in mind throughout your reporting career, that's usually it.
Makes sense.
I used to watch that all the time.
Whatever situation you're investigating. So are we at 451? Participants confirmed further payments to Crawford, including $20 and $100 for match donations and Billboard-related fundraising. Users accused Crawford for false statements during public appearances. Mackenzie Johnson acknowledged switching donation platforms to obscure her identity, stating she began collecting only after realizing her name appeared in transactions. Additional payments sent to Crawford highlighted her user confusion and concern about where and how funds were allocated. On August 31st, a $10 Cash App transaction to Defendant Barbecue was confirmed, contradicting her denial of receiving funds. Transaction details identified the recipient as Barbecue Lady with a total of $10 sent on August 31st. Users confirmed a pattern of financial transactions to Defendant Barbecue through various platforms, including Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. A participant noted they donated to Mackenzie Johnson instead of Crawford due to lack of clarity. Additional screenshots confirmed payments to Barbecue Lady, including $20 on September 5th, $30 on the 30th of August, and $20 on May 22nd. On August 31st, a $500 Cash App transaction was sent from user to Defendant Barbecue Lady with a payment labeled donation for Sebastian Rogers.
Okay.
Ooh.
So we've got tornado warnings in Kentucky and Tennessee. And Ann said she just got a message. Thanks for letting us know, Ann. I just got a message from the news channel that there's more than one tornado in Nashville. Well, we've seen those before. It's not fun.
Yeah, we get them bad around here.
Oh, so Jude said that's not correct. Not Nashville. It's very quiet
I just
here.
got a severe thunderstorm warning
Oh, okay.
as it just came up on Weather Channel.
Warning or watch?
It was just
That
warning.
was a severe thunderstorm warning, but
That
it's
was-
quiet. You can tell it's going to storm out there.
Oh, thunderstorm warning,
Yeah,
thunderstorm warning.
not
yes.
tornado warning.
because we'd
No,
have
it's
to.
still a watch right now.
We'd have
for
to
this.
go. We'd have to go in our safe space
When-
and stream from there.
You we're so like here we just get so many tornadoes here this time
Oh.
of year. It's like, oh, it's just a tornado watch. We don't worry about it till it's a tornado warning.
T and
know.
Nurse is warning here. We'll
Oh.
be
Oh, really?
safe, T and Nurse.
No, that's not good. Yeah, because
A
if
friend of mine,
warning
she
means
just
they've
lost-
actually
they just
seen
lost
one.
A barn.
What?
They just lost a barn.
yeah,
Your friend just lost a
Mhm,
barn? Oh
mhm.
my stars! In
yeah, they'll
Kentucky.
be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Kentucky.
I know they're scary. We've had them come through here.
Yeah, Sarah says the storms aren't here yet. That's right. It's always very quiet and still before a storm.
And
Yeah.
it was when we took the dogs out.
Oh, T and Nurse's sirens activated.
Uh-oh.
Oh no,
Be safe.
Can you hear sirens from here?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
Like in my house, I could go outside my old house, and it was loud. Like they came
No.
from our local Walmart. They had those big.
no, I don't
things.
think we have sirens, do we?
I've never.
Yeah.
No, I've never heard sirens out here.
Fancy county with your loud sirens.
think I might have lost my plate. Oh,
You
are,
were-
are
You
we at the
bet-
top of this page?
You've got about 10 pages left.
Oh, yeah.
So what I'm before you start hitting, I was checking ahead. So if the storm is coming, you need to get on with
Get
it.
on it.
Yeah. Because we're not doing this a third time, right?
No, we're so close. I'll just
But real quick, Rubicon says, "Good night, crime dogs. Remember to put your packets under your pillow for sweet dreams.
I like
Be
it.
safe."
I like it. That's very funny. Yeah, good night, Rubicon. I know we're going a little late tonight. I just there's no reason to do a part 3 on this. We're so close.
Astrology for Mystics. I don't know why. I thought you were here. Okay, I'm crazy. Sorry. I thought you lived in Middle Tennessee.
So they're all the way down in Houston, the tornadoes.
Mm-hmm.
A participant confirmed the donation, stating, "I sent her $500. Another user acknowledged also sending funds directly to Barbecue. The transaction details showed the recipient as Barbecue Lady with a confirmed amount of $500 sent via Cash App on October 31st. And it was like her username. So I obviously we can't verify for sure if that's her or not, I guess. On March 19th, Barbecue Lady was publicly accused of financial misconduct in connection with the, in quotes, Billboard scandal. A video was circulated referencing undisclosed financial transactions. A participant questioned the total amount collected for the Billboard campaign and alleged that multiple individuals also collected donations on behalf of Barbecue Lady. Additional participants confirmed they had contributed directly to Barbecue Lady and expressed concern about the lack of transparency. Multiple users confirmed that Barbecue Lady personally collected funds via Cash App for Billboard efforts and that donations were also forwarded to her by others. A participant stated that Barbecue Lady collected tons of money herself, while another confirmed sending money through her Cash App account. One user noted that others had forwarded donation totals to Barbecue Lady for documentation purposes. On or around January 2025, redacted individuals associated with Barbecue Lady's former friends and inner circle posted on general chat expressing concerns about financial transparency. Participants alleged that Barbecue Lady failed to disclose the total amount of donations received and confirmed that receipts from multiple contributors had not been publicly shown. Participants in the same discussion stated that Barbecue Lady received direct payments from several individuals, including one participant who contributed $500. Others suggested that Emily Crawford should provide financial documentation, noting her public claim of matching donations. Additional participants expressed frustration about the redirection of the conversation and attempted to downplay the topic with humor. In a separate thread, redacted individuals acknowledged regret over their involvement in the fundraising and stated they were unaware of the full amount collected. They emphasized that transparency and disclosure of receipts could have prevented ongoing concerns. Well, of course. Participants noted contradictions in statements made by Barbecue and others and questioned why financial records had not been disclosed. On general chat, users discussed how Barbecue Ladies personally collected donations via Cash App, while Emily Crawford and others had also handled funds. One redacted individual admitted to collecting donations and considered sharing redacted receipts. Additional participants confirmed that 3 individuals were involved in collecting and forwarding donations to Barbecue Lady and debated whether financial records should be made public. One redacted individual stated, I know in Tennessee, this is illegal anyway.
Right. There's a law against this.
Yeah, you can't do. I don't know about Pennsylvania, but you can't do this here anyhow. You're not supposed to. I bet if they're doing it on behalf of a child that's missing in Tennessee.
Do you want me to find the law, or do you want to just keep going?
No, we'll keep going. We've referenced that before. I mean, even if your intentions are good, it's probably best to not do stuff like this.
Right.
If you're going to do it, you just go, yeah, you know what I did? I bought a billboard. And you don't say I'm collecting for that specific purpose. You just do it, because this is where you get into being a charity and you're not officially a charity.
Thank you, C-Star. I did not know that. Fully redacted packets are available free upon request.
Emily Crawford claims she matched donations totaling approximately $6,000. Participants questioned whether Barbecue Lady contributed personal funds and expressed concerns over fees and transparency. In response, participants asked how much defendant Barbecue Lady paid out of pocket, whether there was a breakdown available, and referenced a video showing another individual handling Billboard-related funds. Individuals associated with Barbecue Lady's former friends and inner circle posted on social media and general chat alleging Barbecue Lady misrepresented an incident involving her child and another minor. They claimed she had not raised several of her children, denied threats were made, and warned that they possessed receipts that could discredit her if misinformation continued. Other participants expressed belief that Barbecue Lady supporters were reluctant to speak out. 2 redacted names posted on general chat raising concerns about donation handling and financial transparency related to Barbecue Lady. 3 other redacted names and others posted on general chat discussed financial inconsistencies involving Barbecue Lady, including unaccounted for funds in the absence of clear receipts. Users noted discrepancies between the total raised and amounts presented. On a live stream, Barbecue Lady displayed a financial figure of $16,000, prompting concerns in the chat due to prior claims that over $22,000 had been raised. Users questioned the missing amount. 3 more redacted names posted on general chat regarding missing funds and referenced screenshots supporting concerns that approximately $2,000 remain unaccounted for. 3 redacted names posted on general chat identifying that defendant Barbecue Lady's October 25th live stream reflected a total of $16,000 used and $4,000 shown as remaining, which did not match the reported total over $22,000 raised. It's just,
I know.
what?
No, I'm just,
You got a thought?
No, go ahead.
Not speaking specifically on this situation, but it's something we should, if we're continuing, all be mindful going forward. When these things happen, people, I'm not saying specifically her. I have no idea if her numbers will add up or not.
Yeah, that's.
No idea. I don't know
We'll
anything
wait
about
and
this
see.
person.
If it goes that far, we'll find out, right?
She's got a receipt or she doesn't. So I'm just talking about this generally. But that's when people know that the emotions are high, the con artists come out and they'll take advantage of people's generosity in those situations. It's just the way it is. It seemed to most people that seems so despicable. But con artists, they know where to go. They know when people are emotional, they're not thinking about what they just give and they're not thinking. Plaintiffs bring this so now this says emergency, nature, and harm. So we're kind of in a new section here. I don't know what this is going to be. Plaintiffs bring this motion under Delaware County Local Rule 206, which permit a rapid hearing where immediate harm is alleged. Similarly, Rule 1531 governs special relief and injunctions, especially in non-emergency cases that suddenly demand urgent judicial intervention. Also, Local Rule 206.83, except in emergency situations, no stay of proceedings shall be granted without actual prior notice. Here, plaintiff's detailed record 1 through 482, which is everything we read the last 2 days, reveals ongoing doxxing, threats, and unauthorized courthouse recordings that create immediate and irreparable harm, far exceeding routine litigation. Under Pennsylvania law, irreparable harm is established when personal security, reputation, and privacy interests are placed in jeopardy. Then they cite the law, case law. Defendants' online harassment, incitement to contact parole officers, and repeated disclosures of personal data are irreparable injuries because no subsequent monetary award can restore privacy or mitigate personal risk once doxed. Further, by filming inside the courthouse without authorization, defendants violate Pennsylvania Rule of Judicial Administration 1910 and the Delaware County rules protecting the sanctity of judicial proceedings. Such conduct undermines the solemnity and decorum of court proceedings and chills plaintiffs' willingness to appear safely. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I hadn't thought of it that way, but a chilling effect again, on even if you even want to show up to court. Once private information or in-court footage is disseminated, it becomes impossible to reclaim. Courts routinely hold that where damage to privacy and personal security is imminent, injunctive relief is the only adequate remedy. Corbin versus Cowan. Plaintiffs cannot be made whole after widespread publication of addresses, personal backgrounds, or humiliating images. Therefore, immediate injunctive relief is essential. Right. Once the cat's out of the bag, it's out, right?
Good night, Real Me Too. We will see you soon.
Good night, Roll
Excited.
Me Too. Sorry we're going so late.
Yeah, me too.
You can go to
No,
bed.
I'm just
You
kidding.
can if you
I
want.
know. I don't want to do that. I'm actually interested in this last part. It's
Yeah.
it's kind of like a
Yeah.
overview of what all we've read
Well, it's explaining why.
and why they feel it's an emergency to rule on it
Yeah.
based on what's happened.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, there's some logic to this. Enjoining
I heard some
defendants.
noise.
I'm
Huh?
sorry.
I thought I heard some noise. Maybe not. Maybe it's just the car.
Did you hear that?
No.
Enjoining defendants from further unauthorized recording or doxing imposes no unlawful restraint on legitimate free speech. Rather, it preserves court integrity, ensures the safety of litigants, and upholds local rules prohibiting unauthorized filming. The greater harm lies in denying relief and permitting continuing threats, reputational harm, and intimidation of plaintiffs and potential witnesses. Moreover, the public interest is served by maintaining orderly judicial proceedings and safeguarding litigants. Delaware County's local rules on emergent petitions exist precisely to address such immediate threats of irreparable harm.
Real Me
This
Too
is-
just called you boring.
That's okay. That's all
I'm
right.
just kidding. I turn it on to go to sleep now too. Not him, other people. But
Well, sometimes I just talk and you fall asleep too. That's the
Yeah, he has
That's
one of those
happened.
voices though that's very soothing.
it has been years since I've fallen asleep before you. He
Yeah,
hits
that's
the
true.
pillow. It's over.
yeah, that's true.
It's over.
So this section is called legal authority. In short, it's section 490. Pennsylvania law is clear. Where the threatened harm cannot be repaired by monetary relief, injunctive relief is the only suitable remedy. Corbin versus Cowan. Doxing, unauthorized video photography and false narratives degrade plaintiff's security and reputations in ways no money judgment can restore. Immediate relief is necessary to prevent further exacerbation of those harms. Now, standards under PA.R.civ.P.1531. Pennsylvania Rule of Civil Procedure authorizes courts to grant preliminary or special injunctions upon a clear showing of the following factors. A, immediate and irreparable harm, not compensable.
Compensable.
Compensable?
Compensable.
It's
Compensable.
yeah, it's like compensation.
Yeah.
Compensable.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
Compensable by damages. Greater injury will occur from denying the injunction than from granting it. Likelihood of success on the merits of the underlying claims. Well, that's kind of interesting too. So if this is if the judge grants this ultimately, that might be an indicator where the whole thing's going.
Right.
So if it's likelihood of success on the merits of the underlying claims,
Mm-hmm.
then that would give you an idea of where the judge's head is at going into it on what they've seen so far. If it's not, if it's misdenied, then that would also give you an idea of who's in the lead, maybe. D, the injunction will restore the parties to the status quo as it existed before the challenged conduct. And the public interest, or at least no harm to it, will be served by granting the injunction. These equitable, so public harm. I mean, I don't know what public harm. Would there be any public harm to the injunction being granted? By not showing pictures of the courthouse and well, I guess we have to see what they're asking.
Yeah, exactly.
The public. Okay, so these equitable criteria provide a rigorous framework ensuring that injunctive relief is reserved for truly urgent and damaging scenarios. Plaintiffs meet each element in the present matter. Okay, so they're going to break it down for us.
They're making their case.
Yeah. Application to this case. Irreparable harm. As discussed in detail above, the threats, doxing, unauthorized court recordings, and intimidation cannot be remedied through a later award of monetary damages. Once personal information is widely circulated online, or once private footage from courtroom proceedings is live streamed, neither the footage nor the exposure can be, in quotes, unseen or retracted. Pennsylvania courts have recognized that such privacy invasions and threats to safety constitute irreparable harm. Recognizing injunctive relief is warranted when damages cannot make a plaintiff whole. Plaintiff's safety, privacy, and reputational interests are uniquely vulnerable in the digital age where any leak or threat can be multiplied instantly across social media. C. Balancing of injuries. Plaintiffs face severe harm if the court declines to act, namely ongoing doxing, harassment, and the distribution of sensitive data and unauthorized courthouse footage. In contrast, defendants experience minimal harm if ordered merely to cease unlawful conduct. For example, to stop publicizing or threatening plaintiffs and refrain from filming court proceedings. Courts consistently find that prohibiting illegal or harassing acts imposes no undue burden on a defendant, observing that a defendant loses nothing it lawfully possessed by being barred from continuing I can't remember how they pronounce that word. Tortious, or wrongful behavior. It
I
means
forgot.
something financial, right?
um,
Tortious.
yeah, that's it.
Indeed, defendants have no legitimate right to broadcast private information or illegally film proceedings. Thus, the equities tilt decidedly toward protecting plaintiffs from ongoing irreparable harm. Okay. Likelihood of success on the merits. Plaintiffs' underlying claims include invasions of privacy, civil conspiracy, and potential violations of Pennsylvania law prohibiting unauthorized recording of court proceedings. Further, the doxing and intimidation tactics described appear aimed at obstructing plaintiffs' participation in those proceedings, a pattern that underscores plaintiffs' likelihood of prevailing. Courts have recognized doxing, harassment, and unauthorized digital publication as actionable conduct, coupled with Delco Rule 1531, which parallels Rule 1531A. Plaintiffs' claims are strongly supported by factual and legal authority. They need only demonstrate enough of a prima facie case to satisfy the likelihood of success prong at this preliminary stage. They only need, okay. Explaining that a plaintiff need not prove its case in full at the preliminary injunction phase, but must show a substantial legal question.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it may not be as strong an indicator as I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, just is it worth going forward? The status quo ante, the condition that existed before defendants began disseminating personal information, streaming alleged courtroom footage, and inciting harassment, is one where plaintiffs could safely litigate without fear of doxing or intimidation. An injunction simply reestablishes this environment by halting defendants' ongoing harmful conduct. Courts typically view status quo as the least peaceful or the last peaceful, non-tortious condition. Okay, and then they cite a law. Here, that condition existed prior to the public broadcast of plaintiff's personal data and unauthorized in-court images, conduct which contravenes local court rules and established norms of litigation. Public interest. Protecting litigants from threats, doxing, and unauthorized courtroom filming furthers the public interest by safeguarding the integrity of the courts and ensuring fair proceedings. Reflecting a public policy to preserve court decorum and participant privacy. The continued intimidation of plaintiffs undermines public confidence in the judicial process and may deter other litigants or witnesses from coming forward.
Hey, stop talking for just a second. Is that storm or is that an airplane?
Stopped.
There's something. I
Yeah.
don't know what it is.
Well, let's get done.
We're rolling.
I think we're in the home stretch anyway here. The continued intimidation of plaintiffs undermines public confidence in the judicial process and may deter other litigants or witnesses from coming forward. The public interest is best served by ensuring a fair and efficient judicial system. Enjoining defendants from unlawful acts upholds the rule of law and promotes a balanced forum where the merits of the case can be determined without extrajudicial interference. Prayer for relief. So I think this is about to be what they are asking for. Wherefore, plaintiffs pray that the Honorable Court grant the requested injunctive relief to schedule an immediate emergency hearing to address the alleged unauthorized recording, distribution, and doxing, setting a return date as soon as possible. Great emergency injunctive relief enjoining defendants and any persons acting in concert with them from engaging in any further doxing, unauthorized recording, broadcasting, or dissemination of court proceedings. Protect plaintiffs' personal safety and reputations by prohibiting any public exposure of plaintiffs' personal information and ensuring swift removal of all unlawful or threatening content as outlined in the proposed order. Maintain jurisdiction to address any future violations or related issues that may arise as the case proceeds, and grant such order and further relief as the court deems just and proper under the circumstances. And then that's signed by Joseph Lesniak.
And the rest of them are just the verifications.
Yeah,
Right,
so-
right. So you can close it out.
Dog, the bounty hunter sign, Hong, everybody else, involved. I'm just going to flip through here, make sure there's nothing else really. Yeah, so it's everybody, all the plaintiffs here.
Thank you, Tai Bay. Keeping an eye on us.
Yeah, so that's
Please make sure it's not a
Till
tornado.
3 a.m. Just watch still.
I'm probably not going to hear it over the Alexa. I'm just saying.
so that is what that is. That's
That's
that.
it.
That is that.
It's a
So
lot.
thank you for hanging with us on that.
Wow.
Oh, thank you for hanging with us, Lady Freedom. We appreciate you.
It is important to kind of understand what they're asking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do too. And like I said, we don't, we wouldn't just get into any legal stuff that involve YouTubers. This will directly affect how the search continues for Sebastian or not.
Right.
Right.
Whether you like it or not, really depending on whatever side of it you're on. Yeah, really. This will have bearing. So, so we kind of see the argument. I see some trouble for some of the defendants and all of that. I know there's other filings and things that have already happened even since this.
Mhm.
Things are going on outside of it. We may look into some of that later.
Right. Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
I think it will.
I think so too. I hope.
She says maybe this will set a precedent for future YouTubers on what they say.
I mean, I'm absolutely in favor of free speech, and that's the argument that the defense is going to have, is that this is people trying to silence them, but
I think it pushes the line though.
Talking to the mic.
oh yeah,
It pushes it over just past the point of just having your freedom of speech. When you dox, when you harass people with false information about breaking parole, I mean, it goes a step further than just freedom of speech and saying what you think you want to say.
Well, I think a lot of people say this in chat is they'll say you can have freedom of speech, but you're not freedom of consequences. You
Right.
don't have, you're not free
Right.
of consequences.
right.
That's a good way to put it.
Right.
And
And right. I'm not going to say the word, but calling someone a P is not free speech.
I said it several times reading that
Yeah.
document already.
That's
so
all right.
That's
Yeah, I mean,
over already.
Yeah. Jules
Um,
says free speech does not include libel or slander, nor actions like calling someone's parole officer, someone's commander, or someone's work.
right. It goes beyond.
Right.
Oh, you had your commander called? I don't know if I knew that. Maybe that was in the original? There's
There's so much information in my head at this point, but I believe I
I
remember.
mean, it
that.
doesn't surprise
I
me.
remember something.
I mean, yeah, that doesn't surprise
Yeah.
me.
There have been many defamatory statements about many of us. They were asked to stop defaming. That's all. Yeah.
And that's right. They were just asked to please,
Ocean, are you? I know you're a TikTok. Are you also on YouTube, or do you just kind of stay in TikTok
Did
as
you
a
tell?
channel?
Yeah. I was
I don't
going
know.
to say, did you tell Ocean we have 2 whole TikTok videos?
We do. We're coming for you. We've done 2 TikToks.
We've done 2 TikToks.
They've had
One's
dozens
got-
of views.
I was going to say one's got 42, I think.
We're gonna knock you off that mountain, Ocean. I'm just kidding. I don't look at TikTok at all. I still don't, even though we've got a couple of TikTok videos. I don't know.
Well, we had this bright idea that we were going to do daily
Yeah.
things, and then
Then-
and then life happened, and
And we
those
did
daily
one.
things
We did one.
we've done one.
Yeah.
We made a second one. I just never uploaded it.
Did Ocean Oh, mostly on TikTok. But if you have a YouTube channel, I'll go check that out too. But you're not a creator though. Okay. I was just curious.
Yeah, I hope it does affect.
I was just kind of kidding around, but
Oh, he's totally kidding.
yeah,
We're all
totally
being
kidding.
playful
Totally
tonight.
kidding.
Did you want to know what happened in the packet poll?
Oh yeah, let's see how. I didn't even ever see the poll.
Oh shoot, I lost it. I closed it. Oh, okay. Did you get your packet today? The winner was I got mine from a door dashing dog at 43%. No, 39%, and yes, 16%. So 254 votes.
Well, we'll
Ty Lux says, I need that clip of Mr. E saying we're coming for you to go with Aunt E's no.
Well, we'll keep an eye on this thing and see where it goes. We're under the impression that would be within 2 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, because of it being an emergency, I think the court has to get on it.
Yeah, I think Rosebud says that's the juvenility of all of this. It's like mom says, stop, and you keep doing it just because you think you can. Now they're all in trouble.
Right. So don't touch me. Don't touch
And
me. Don't
I
touch
think
me.
We never did that.
it's hard to make blanket statements about a whole group, but I think some of them are realizing that this is not, it's not just going away.
Well, Pam has a different opinion.
Pam says, I think this is a way to shut up all YouTubers or anyone who wants to keep missing children's names out there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, if you don't break laws, then
I think you can go on YouTube and do a lot to help with missing children, but you don't have to defame people to do that.
When Mr. Lesniak came on our show, he specifically said, you can talk about Sebastian. You can keep his name out. You can do shows about Sebastian, but, don't defame people. I'm pretty sure he said that.
I mean, Pam, you're being disingenuous there. You know that these things are across the line,
I mean, 400
I
and
mean,
some
even if you like some of
Right.
these people, there's some of these people on the defense side and the does. There's the ones that I like in varying degrees and have enjoyed at different times at different, people that have been mentioned. And some of them have done, have various talents and have done some good work on different things. But there's people make mistakes, and some of these things are mistakes.
Ocean said nobody was ever told they weren't allowed to speak on the case. And
Right.
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah, the original request, I think, actually goes out of the way to say that they can continue to cover Sebastian Rogers. It just specifically says you have to stop defaming the plaintiffs.
Right.
And there's no reason you can't talk about Sebastian Rogers without defaming Jules the dog handler or Nick the hat or there's
Whoever.
Well, I mean, we've done several shows on Sebastian, and I don't think we've ever called anybody a P word or a
no.
right.
And Boots said not all cases are like this one. And then Brandy said it's the intention behind the narrative,
Right.
in my opinion. And I agree. I think that kind of hits the nail on the head.
You want to read guidance?
Yeah.
Guidance says there's a difference in opinion / freedom of speech to gaslighting and antagonistic ways to cause distraction from the actual missing person we cover, in my opinion. It's true.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Ash Cash, that's how I feel about all of it. I don't understand why people cannot be nice. It's free. Right. I agree.
A lot of this is hard to understand.
Mona Lisa wants to know how many does were listed. I think you counted more than.
I made a list of the ones that I came in contact with as he read. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Thank you, Michelle.
18, 19. I've got 20 on my list.
But I thought
I
think at the beginning it says 15, right?
So some of these may just be, but this one was a maybe. I had a maybe by that one, but the rest of them were named. And these were the last ones.
Yeah.
And I'm not
That's
really
correct.
sure why they're doing this. I mean, they had the doe one that they're not naming,
Yeah,
I'm
and doe
guessing there
13.
are.
Mhm.
I don't know, but that's my guess is that there's a reason.
right.
Something I had thought. Originally we saw it was like 50 does in the first thing, and I've wondered if how many of them maybe reached out and settled and made deals privately.
I think if I were named on that, I would probably call.
You'd think out of 50, if several would.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Well,
there might be some that dig their heels in, but you would think out of 50 there'd be
If it were me
dozen or
and I
20 that
was
would-
listed on there, I would say, what do I need to do?
yeah. Let's work this thing.
Let's
out.
work this thing out. I wouldn't dig my heels in, but that's just me.
But let's just say that.
I'd want to understand it.
Let's just say that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you had a dozen out of those 50
Mm-hmm.
that contact and say, I want to make a deal. And you go, here's all my texts and emails with these people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll sign a sworn affidavit about everything I did.
Oh, we
Could
did.
they do that? Does that work like that?
I would think it would. By the way, did you cover that SF put in the?
No, we didn't talk about
We
that.
did.
No, because I'm not sure. Can we confirm that actually happened?
Yes, I've got it on the.
You can see it on the
I can see it.
on the website, like on the
Yes.
state website.
Yes.
Okay, because somebody was saying earlier they couldn't find it, and I wasn't sure it was.
Let me double check, but yeah,
Okay, well, if you found it, I'm sure it's there.
I saw it once. Now I didn't download it yet because we weren't really talking about that. But yeah, it's the last docket entry.
Well,
what?
Don't share it because I don't know if there's personal stuff on there.
Oh, I'm not going to share it. I'm
Yeah.
just going to show it to you.
There might be addresses or whatever.
It's a precipice to withdraw.
Oh, that you mean for him to
Yes.
withdraw from? the
Yes.
I thought you meant this protective order.
No. That's something else. He did that in California.
Yeah, but I was hearing people discussing they can't find it, so they're not sure if that was real or not.
No, the precipice to withdraw.
Yeah, the precipice to withdraw. I think we talked about last time.
Oh,
Maybe.
maybe I was running in and out. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, he was trying to get out.
Absolutely contact Leslie Act.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and Canine Jewel says you don't want anyone's money. You just wanted the slandering to stop.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's what they initially asked for. That's when they, when they did the cease and desist, they said, we just want you to stop.
Yeah.
Just stop.
And I've
But-
seen the argument that a cease and desist was never sent to certain people, that it went straight to injunction. But does it have to be sent out? A cease and desist first, or can you go straight?
No, you don't have to.
No.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to. It strengthens the plaintiff's position
Right.
to send them out because it shows that you were trying to solve things in a simple way without dragging the courts into it.
Right.
And that you have respect for the court process and everything.
Right.
But when you ignore those things, it
And
shows.
and go on your YouTube channels and mock it.
Yeah, it shows disrespect for the court and
probably not
for
a great-
law. Yeah.
That's not a great move. But
Well,
that's,
especially when the people who are the ones making the decisions have dedicated their life to law and order.
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess what I was wondering, Ocean, I don't know if anybody.
Thank you for the super chat.
I just don't know if this is legal or not. If this deals can be made this way or not.
I
But
don't know.
let's say you have your YouTube channel, whatever, and you don't want to be involved in any of this. You could contact the attorney and say, let's make a deal. I'll provide you with all the communications I've had with all these people. I'll sign, as a witness to all the criminal or defamatory things I took part in or others engaged in or asked me to do or what, and you essentially become a witness for the plaintiffs. Can that work that way?
That's what I would think. I would think that would be the plan there.
If that's the case, then if there are 10 or 20, 30 people that have made deals,
Right.
then,
Right. Right. And
And
that could explain a lot of the blacked out stuff.
Yeah. And Rob said they will later have a Doe amendment that lists the names when they find out if they are actually involved.
Interesting.
Okay.
A Doe amendment.
So that's interesting. Oh, and I don't know if I told you, thank you, Jules, for the super chat, by the way, but thank you for that. And they're, that's another thing that kept getting said, or especially early on with all this, was that it was a cash grab. It was just all about money, but they weren't suing for
They
They're
weren't
not
suing
suing.
for-
They're suing for relief.
damage. There's, it's a big difference. Rosebud says, so wait, he makes all these accusations, gets others stirred up, and now he wants out. What a piece of work that guy is.
It's interesting. There's some conspiracy theories around it. There's a lot of stuff going on around it. No one really understands.
He's as confusing to me as anybody.
He is.
I don't know what to make of him.
You don't know what's going to happen next with him.
I really
You
don't
can't
know.
predict it.
And I mean, as far as I know, he's still off of Vex and all social media.
His account's active again,
It is.
but he's not posting
Okay.
unless he did tonight or something. So it's,
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Something happened because it can't just be just the filing being approved, because he came out buying Lesniak's domain name, which was crazy to me.
Hi,
Oh, yeah,
YouTuber.
He was going to buy
put something
Joseph.
up, but it's on.
Cajun
Which-
says he's back.
He is back.
He's back in posting.
Yeah.
Oh, stars.
Okay.
All of it's still. It's all back up. Everything's back up.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. It was all gone.
But there's like
And-
recent posts within the last day.
Oh yeah. There's one today, 5 hours ago, but not about this case. It's a
The
new
missing
case,
person stuff.
Trevor Oregon.
Well, that's originally what he said he was going to be doing. He said this is a farewell of sorts, and he said, "I'm from now on, I'm just going to be posting missing
Here you
person
go.
stuff."
You want to deal with that one?
It was approved. I'm sorry. It was absolutely approved. So
It's not misinformation when we
That-
think
that is the-
that information.
That is the
That's
legal
the
term.
That's the legal term.
it's approved. It's on the docket. It's going to get a date. A judge will hear it, and they'll have a hearing.
And then they'll determine whether or not it is granted.
They approved the filing.
A judge grants, but the court can approve.
The relief has not been granted. The request or whatever. No decision's been made, but the filing was approved. That's just the English language. That's what it means.
And I don't think Nick is a danger to society.
No.
Funny,
But-
funny.
Go back and watch our brainwashing live stream.
Right, C-Star. It's approved to hear. It's approved to move forward because they could have denied it
and
and it wouldn't have moved forward.
right.
Exactly.
Like the opposite of approved.
Yeah.
Somebody
They
didn't
would've
get
sent
their
it back.
packet. Somebody didn't get their packet.
Somebody would have sent it back. It's just they're just parroting the exact same thing over and over. It's
Well,
just
I mean,
like little wind-up toys.
Mm-hmm.
It's not approved. It's not approved. Disinformation, misinformation.
Yes,
They've been
we
programmed.
just checked it.
It's
and it
amazing.
wasn't
Oh,
yet
that's a
back up.
good. That's a good. That's a good way to say that. Right.
Yeah.
No,
If
no
anything, Nick's in
kidding.
danger.
Yes.
Mhm.
Right. These are the people that are having people show up at their house.
Whispering Wind says, "LOL." Right? They didn't get a packet and they are upset.
Packet envy.
Rob says it was approved to be put on the docket. Yes.
That's exactly what it means. But if you actually watch the show, we discuss it. It's those that do not watch the show and then speak on it that cause
Right.
the misinformation.
Yeah.
So
So it
Yes,
was definitely
Abigail,
approved.
I agree.
I think we're
one
just
who
gonna start-
broadcasted the court hearing probably won't be laughing much longer. Yeah, that's
What
big.
a
Ocean says maybe use accepted and make them feel better.
no, I'm not changing the language at all. I'm not changing the language at all on it.
That's the official language.
It's supposed to be approved. That's the word. So
Thank
um,
you, Justin. Did you see Justin?
What Justin say? Is Justin here?
Yes.
all right, just Mr. and Mrs. C. Auntie are the last to spread misinformation.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Justin.
Justin.
You're the
Very hard.
sweetest.
Not to do that. You're right.
But
we need to
good to
put-
see you, Justin.
We're happy you're here. We're really late tonight. Auntie's visiting, so we're
Yeah.
keeping her, holding her hostage.
I'm pooped
Yeah.
too. I had a long drive.
Very funny stuff going on in the chat.
You missed the poll.
So I don't know what we're doing next time. Obviously, if the hearing happens and anytime real soon, we'll do that. I've got a lot of stuff I really want to talk about with kind of more just on Sebastian's, like the night of disappearance, and just some things that have come out over the last few weeks that we just haven't had a chance to actually get into. So we'll do that at some point, and we've got a few other things we want to try, but we almost don't have to plan anything. There's always something that happens with this case anyway that pops up that we end up wanting to
You know
discuss.
what? Taibei is reminding you that you said that we would go ahead and have a machete party.
I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. So yeah, we can wrap it up and let Auntie go to business. It's almost midnight for you.
Yes, it is.
Cajun says you are not approved or accepted to receive your packet. Just accept reality.
I just love that they're so hung up on that one word.
Packet envy.
Yeah.
Rosebud.
Packet envy.
It is. It's exactly what it is.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
I'm gonna go ahead and do our machete party real quick.
And the chat, you guys were awesome. I appreciate
Yes,
you all
that
tonight.
was you
Made it
all.
very
You
enjoyable.
all made my night because I have been laughing. I could barely keep a straight face
and-
during the during the
We
reading.
have several new members tonight.
Yes,
too.
and welcome to. Well, I'll do all of them. Let's do those first, and then we'll do the machete last. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right. So this is welcome to all of our new members.
Welcome to the dog pound. Your front dog now. Members only. Welcome to the dog pound. Your front dog now. Members only. Welcome to the pound. Members only. Bow wow 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 wow. Doo doo doo. Doo doo.
So cute.
Thank you, Hubba's Life. And Jules and everybody, we do appreciate it.
That was really loud in my ears. I'm sorry if that's loud for you guys, but I want to thank everybody for their super chats.
Thank you for the super chat. 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 Thank you for the super chat.
And then also the people who gifted memberships.
We feel so blessed. Crime Dog memberships are the best. Thank you, what a gift. What a gift. What a gift. Thank you. So generous. So kind. So wonderful. You make our heart shine. Thank you. We feel so blessed. Crime Dog memberships are the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We feel so blessed. Crime Dog memberships are the best.
More, we've got our super sticker.
Thank you for your super sticker. Thank you for your super sticker. Thank you for your super sticker. Thank you for your super sticker. Thank you for your super sticker. Thank you for your super sticker. Thank you for your super sticker. Thank you for your super sticker. Thank you for your super sticker.
I think I got them all done.
All right, so machete party, right?
Now it's time for a machete party.
She also said she was going to bring a machete,
Karate,
machete,
karate,
machete,
karate,
machete.
karate.
She also said she was going to bring a machete,
karate,
machete,
karate,
machete,
karate,
machete.
karate,
She also said she was going to bring a machete,
karate,
machete,
karate,
machete,
karate,
machete.
karate.
It's funny to me in so many ways. I can't even tell you.
And here's a couple of extra Seth side eyes for you. There you go.
It's the
The hair
It's the hair
vibrating.
vibrating.
It is. It is.
It is.
oh man.
It
it
makes
is.
it karate.
Oh boy. Well, thank you, everybody. Am I on?
I turned us down a little bit because the music was so loud in our
Okay.
headphones. I
Okay, I
turned
can
us
use
down
it.
just a little bit.
I couldn't hear.
Oh, sorry. I was holding on to the.
I just wasn't sure if I was on.
No, you are.
Oh.
I just turned it down in our headphones because it was so loud.
I got you. That's okay. Anyway, you guys are great tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you to Dreaming of Blue Skies and Sandy Beaches and Real Me Too, Ms. Machete, PJ, I think was here.
PJ was here.
the ones I'm
Ms.
missing.
Machete.
Mohawk
Guidance.
Yes.
Mohawk Mom.
Mohawk.
Becky Parmenter. I always have.
He
to hard
was
time
doing
saying-
our mods.
Oh. Sorry.
Well, that's okay.
That's all right. Nightbot.
Nightbot.
Nightbot. Always Nightbot.
Ms. Machete.
But thank you for hanging with us on that. Of course, we'll keep
Oh,
an
and
eye on-
Castle.
Guidance and Castle.
on that because I know we're all interested in where that's going to go, just kind of for the state of the YouTube true
Clutch
crime
them pearls.
coverage in the future in this case and all that. Anything else from you guys? Or
No, I think we're ready to wrap it up. I think we're all kind of hitting our
Delirious.
wall,
I'm
and then apparently
delirious.
tornadoes are headed our way. So we probably should
Yeah.
get offline.
Well, thank you. Everybody be safe.
And thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We know that you can be anywhere, and you chose to be with us, and we appreciate you.
We never take that for granted. We do appreciate it.
Thanks,
Thanks
everybody.
all, everyone. Have a good night.
We remember you. We remember you. Ooh. We're still here for you. We'll shine a light for you. We're holding on to hope for you. We remember you. We remember you. Ooh. We're still here for you. We'll shine our light for you. We're holding on to hope for you. We're holding on to hope for you. Ooh. We remember you. We remember you. We're still here for you. We'll shine our light for you. We remember you. We remember you. We're still here for you. We'll shine our light for you. We remember you. We